Boom.
Guten Tag, friends. Welcome to another episode of Invisible Sun. Yeah, welcome to Invisible Sun. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Becky. We are here. We're back. We sort of know what we're doing. And Glowing Nova just subscribed, but we expect that from her. So
yes,
thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Sarah. Oh wait, I should probably subscribe too.
Listen, I want to have
I expect
the
you
pretty
not
little
to be
badge.
subscribed, actually, Jess. That's the sort of betrayal I expect out
Well,
of you.
I
You
subscribe
probably
every
subscribe to
month.
some
I
other
try.
stream. Yeah.
We can
Oh
subscribe
no, I
every
subscribe
stream.
to us every month. I try.
I
I just like
subscribe to.
having the little star badge next to my little sword badge because
I
it makes me
apologize,
look
guys.
fancy.
I didn't know we had to
You're
subscribe.
so
every month.
fancy.
It's all right, Troy. It's all right.
I don't.
Professionals.
I don't.
I do. I have like a reminder in my calendar to do it with Bezos bucks, which is what you
Yeah,
should
that's
use.
true. Thanks,
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos. Well, I can never say that with real meaning.
We'll take your money, Jeff. How's that?
Jeffrey.
Yeah,
And we're gonna buy a penis-shaped rocket and fly
What
off
is
to space.
what? We could do
Or
that
not.
in the actuality.
There's got to be an RPG about that.
There better be.
Dick rockets.
Bezos in space. Or like literally a Bezos in space RPG somehow.
I'm surprised. Yeah, even just billionaires in space sounds like an
Yeah.
easy.
Go
easy
for it,
game.
I mean, they already
I'm on it. Put it.
Guys.
Adding it to my list.
they already
I
did that
know.
on they already did that segment on the Muppets. They just called it Pigs in Space instead.
Hey.
Although, okay, I will apologize. I should not talk about Miss
But-
Piggy and her comrades that way. That was an insult to Miss Piggy, and I am sorry. You're a queen, and I will not sully your good name.
That's silly. Your good name.
So let's get a
With that.
recap going here. Who wants to
Yeah.
recap?
Let's.
Anyone ready to
Uh,
recap? No, I can recap.
Go ahead.
Brief introductions.
Yeah, we had
so there were
vignettes.
some introductory scenes, but the plot basically picked up. But we all, in our individual ways, came across some invitations to a seminar at the Vance College, where a renowned speaker on time and
Being.
being time and being was kind of having an evening seminar, and we all have different stakes in this. One of us is a Vance, one of us is in love with the Vance, one of us drifts
One of
on the Vance's couch.
You know, I was like, I'm just here for the bagels. Like I was promised
the good food. Yeah.
Yeah, not very good. My bad.
One of us got a tip that people they hate will be there.
And hey,
I
I
forgot-
was directly told to go there, and,
And got
that
hijacked by
something
me
would
with ulterior
happen.
motive. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
And then-
best friend, let's go.
And then there's Istanbull, who.
Who just goes to things and he's not.
He was just invited by a
That's
spider.
He's
Yeah.
the nerd.
Right. That's right. He
As
just goes to
people do.
things.
When a
This
spider
sounds
invites
like
you
it'll
to
have
something, you
jewels.
fucking go.
I love
Right.
that the deaf guy went to a lecture though. Like just like, yeah, I'm getting this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
not-
pissed
that's
there
right.
was no sign interpreter. so
No
it's like,
interpreter whatsoever.
okay, perfect.
First one to go from those explosion of snakes was the interpreter, unfortunately.
We sat down at the lecture. The lecture begins. Interesting points were brought up. It wasn't super well attended. The lecture hall only kind of held 30 to begin with, and it wasn't like packed or anything.
That's right. Not an
Kind of-
important guy.
It's
Kind
Yeah.
of considered a little bit of a quack among his colleagues, but not so much so that they're like, no, you can't fucking come here. But we're sitting there listening. Some of us on edge, others genuinely enjoying this incredibly nerdy thing because they're huge nerds.
Some of
Happy
us
me.
not listening.
That's me. That's me.
Some of
Some
us
of us
can't
more
listen.
paying attention to the people seated next to us. Sarah's character. What's her name again?
Bridget. Listen,
Bridget. I don't
I
know
might
why
be the
I
only
remember
one that puts my character's name. You guys are terrible.
that. Okay.
Oh, I could do that real quick,
That's
yeah.
a good idea.
no, don't, because it might move us around Zoom.
I
Yeah,
think
don't
it
do that.
will. Really? Even though I just
Yeah.
changed my name in Zoom?
Yeah,
It might bop you
Don't do it.
around.
Don't do it.
Testing.
Okay, we won't
We'll
bother
go
you.
around and
Rainy
introduce
cannot-
characters real
Rainy
quick.
cannot be contained.
Yeah.
Just do like R dash. Oh no!
It's fine. It's
What
fine.
a rebel, Rainy! What a rebel!
Rainy is ungovernable.
Well, shit,
right.
if it works.
No, listen,
watch someone else move.
I'm a Vance. I'm a nerd. I'm experimenting with
With magic.
with the laws
With the magic
laws
of Zoom.
The magic
He just cast Rainy's Zoom readjustment.
I did.
Zoom magic. Oh,
So
real
yeah,
quick.
just to
Cats
finish.
have that. It's called zoomies.
But then the terrorists attacked. The terrorists that I have a vendetta against. They
Insert
tried to kidnap
Patriot
the speaker's possibly daughter, little child that was with him.
Elpada, right? Was that her name?
Empada.
Empanada.
Enchilada.
Oh my god.
Tiny
it's
empanada.
Just Empada.
Child. Fuck.
The tiny star child that was
Ipada is the correct name. Ipada.
Empada.
Epada. Okay.
Yep.
And those of us who are vislae and live for exciting things sprung to action. We got various stages of wrecked and did wrecking.
Yeah, I wasn't so good at that.
We had Istanbull, who had to leave a little bit early, collapse because of his shitty leg.
His
next to
bum
the
leg
disintegrating guest
gave
speaker.
out from him.
There were like an explosion of snakes, and the snakes like attached people and then like disintegrated them. So the
And
guest
then I'm
speaker
like,
got attached by
sciatica.
disintegration.
Yeah, that's right.
Your Bane leg betrayed you, so you were laying there watching the guest speaker disintegrate, and he's gonna impart
Ah,
upon you some
yes.
secret knowledge that none of us have. Well, I was out there stabbing the shit out of cultists, and Darcian and
I tried.
everybody else were trying their best.
Darcian
Bridget
and
saved the child.
she did.
Yeah.
She did. But
Allegedly.
the angel, it was she unfortunately cast a spell in the Hall of Angelic Invocation, and that didn't go over well. And
Yes.
she turned out all the lights.
Listen.
Several fluxes.
Listen,
It didn't
Yes.
like me.
Jess,
Bridget.
Sarah, damn it, put your character names up there.
Oh,
Ah.
my name is Henri.
I love
Quickly,
the
yeah. Do you want to
name.
just
Yeah,
go
I
around
love it.
real quick and just do characters quickly?
She
Yeah,
was
let's
a
do
showgirl.
That was Lola.
I'm
actually.
Fray. I am an apostate. I used to go to the Goetic College with Bridget back in our early like undergrad days, but got kicked out for eating demons. That's not widely known, but it is known among the upper echelon and like Bridget in the Vance College. But my mother disappeared many years ago after we both got involved with a cult. And I have been out for revenge ever since. And I'm forgetting my mother. I can barely remember anything about her now. But I remember that these fuckers are the reason, and that's why I came here to kick some ass and try to get some answers.
Rainy, who do you got?
Yes, my character's name is Darcian Ebb. They are a nerd, big time nerd.
Nerd.
They're studying all things, basically the actuality equivalent of the Big Bang. It's called Legacy. It is the assumed spell that was cast and created everything that we are still currently living in. Time is an illusion, etc. He was bestowed upon him an orb from a mentor named Moises, a fellow Vance of higher rank. And he had it placed in his head where his brain would be. And Darcian looks like a water elemental in the form of a person, basically. But yeah, they are studying all things. What is real in the actuality is kind of what Darcian cares about. Because Darcian, even though we're not supposed to remember a lot about our lives in shadow. Is that correct?
No, you can remember stuff.
Yeah, Darcian has a very strong memory of that. And there are similarities between their life in shadow and what they're studying here. And so yeah, he's a nerd and he's pondering his orb. I should have just left it at that.
Pondering his orb.
They
Pondering his orb.
pondering their orb, yeah.
Sarah, who we got?
Their orb, yes.
Hello, I am playing Bridget. Bridget is the Order of Goetica, which is all interested in summoning, which is pretty important for her because there are 3 demons that share her body with her. It is a friendly relationship. They all get along, although they all have different
Friendly
interests.
roommate situation.
Yeah, like
They're
they're genuine, like they all care about one another. They're just, there's 3 of them are demons, and then there's Bridget, and that's fine.
Then there's
Bridget.
Bridget.
And then there's
I mean,
Bridget,
it's really just any kind of roommate situation if you've lived with 3 people,
So Bridget has kind of been helped through her powers by her patron, Arotha, who is the reason that she ended up at this college event. He instructed her to go there because Christian, remind me if I'm wrong, it was just you'll
he said
know.
he said something's going to happen. You'll know what it is when you see it, and you'll know what to do. And that's all he told you.
Pretty much, yeah. So that's why she's there. She and Fray were friends in undergrad, and they have remained friends to this day. And she has a really awkward crush on Darcian, but like is really bad at talking to them. It is unclear to others if the demons also all have crushes on Darcian, but Bridget's pretty sure they all do by the way they react to them. So who knows?
Jess, who
someone's-
you got?
Oh god.
Oh no, me?
Yep.
All right, so I am playing Henri. She is mostly a space case, but she just gets by because Darcian is taking care of her. She is a kind of traveler and wanderer, and she is looking for someone or something that she met in a dream. And she is looking and in search of a key in hopes to help find
my
this
key.
thing.
You bastard.
Find this thing.
Yes. So you have a dream something that
Dream
you're
something.
trying to, and you're having those dreams less and less. So you're trying to get back to them.
Yeah, there's a race for against time. Aw.
And Troy, you're last, bro.
Your boy
Mostly because you're a
Istanbul.
ginger. So
True.
All
we
right.
did-
Somehow I did not get put last on that one.
We did discuss this. So your boy Istanbul. I am a stoic weaver, and I basically trying to think about my character. He in the shadow, he was a young child who was in this like poor war-torn village that was like bombed, and in the process of that happening, his home and his city or village was destroyed, and he basically, his mom like died right in front of him, and as a consequence of that action, he woke up or suddenly was in the actuality, and he had this super busted leg that they had like repaired essentially with this strange metal. Think of it like
Cupcakes from
think of it like the adamantium that Wolverine has, except it can be flaccid or erect. That's kind of how that works. But he was also deaf, and he believes that that was an injury as well from the bombing essentially that happened in the shadow. And he is looking for answers to all of these questions. Why is he still injured? Why is he deaf? How come he can't be cured of this? He is a powerful person who possesses magic. And normally, if you're injured in the shadow, it doesn't have any bearing on the actuality. He also has been spending every moment of his life trying to find his mom, her spirit, and has been so far unsuccessful in that endeavor. So he too is looking for a key. It's a very special key, and they essentially rain from the sky in Saturnine every X amount of time. And the key gives you the solution to one problem. So that is what he is looking for that for. He, as I
it's called a
mentioned before, he's
wicked
deaf.
key.
The wicked key, yes. He has the ability to kind of like feel vibrations, and he is very observant as far as like people's nonverbal communications, that kind of stuff. He also like talks to objects, which is kind of interesting. So
David really wants me to let you know, Troy, that he says, "What's up, bros?"
what's up, broski? So yeah, that's like a yeah, he's also a bouncer at a club called Constantinople, which is awesome.
Nice. So all right.
That's all I got.
That's all you need. So we'll start there. We're going to rewind time a little bit. And Istanbul, you were standing right by the door at this seminar.
As a
at the
bouncer do.
as you do, and at the end of the seminar, as you remember, Johannes Dasein, who was giving the speech, was like, and so we are here today to understand what is the time. And as soon as he said that, this kid stood up in the beginning, in the middle in the front of the auditorium, kind of in the middle, and he said, "Time, old man, is a treason that I give back to you now." And then he just kind of exploded into these snakes that went all over the place, and as they hit people, they started to disintegrate, and all hell kind of broke loose. A couple other people grabbed the little girl, Elpada, and were booking for it. You actually moved, if I remember, to try to stop things, but you fell. So,
Oh, my sciatica.
yeah, so you're like, you're ready to go. It's thinking like the Peter Griffin thing where he skins his knee, like
Just as limp, just as like,
so you're like, oh shit, I got to do something. Boof, right on your face, and just face plant.
Trying to make my leg get hard.
You were seated at the very top of the auditorium seating, so you fell all the way to the bottom.
He just rolls down.
Shadow style.
every turn that we were taking and running around, he's still just going down the stairs.
So yeah, we'll say that. And you're like, why can't I get hard with your leg
Oh my
as you
God.
roll down? 'Cause
Clip
you
it.
always when I need it the most. If only there were some raccoons.
Where's that damn raccoon in a trench coat?
But you roll to the bottom, and at the bottom, you kind of come to a stop, and you see Johan is flittering away in the breeze because he got bit by a snake, and it started at his leg, and he's working its way up the rest of his body. But he's just like, no, Elpada, you must save her, and you're just kind of like face to face with him. You're on the ground.
You ruining your shitty legs.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to do or say to him, or?
So I think this would be a great opportunity to say that the sense of urgency and the fear that he has is almost palpable in the air. Like it's something that I can smell and taste coming from him, and I understand that this is the last moment of this guy's existence. I don't know where he's going or why this is happening to him, but I understand the exigency that he has with saving this person. And I also feel I can't quite put my finger on it, but I feel like this lady is connected somehow to me.
And
so yeah,
Continue.
I decide this is important, and I will try to get this lady. So I kind of just look at him in the eyes as he's like disintegrating, and I just give him a nod.
So stop. So he's, as you're looking at him, things are happening all around. You can't hear anything, unfortunately, but you kind of get the vibe, and you know, like there are flashes and the lights go out, and you know magic is like occurring around you because you can feel that vibe. And he's talking to you.
Oh yeah.
He's talking to you, and he's whatever he's saying, it's very, very, very like important to him, obviously, but you don't understand what it is. And finally, I'll say you read lips well enough. He's just like, oh no, you can't hear me. And he actually, like, as he's disintegrated up to his chest, like crawls over to you with what's left of him and just reaches out, and he said some magic words and just like touches your forehead.
I kind of startle when he touches my head.
You get the message loud and clear. You hear his voice in your head, which is like, you must protect the girl. Sorry, that's Thomas. You must protect the girl at all costs. Thomas just comes and goes sometimes.
Thomas does what he fucking wants.
When he pleases.
He does.
Thomas comes when he pleases.
He's always coming and going and going and coming. So,
What the fuck is that voice from?
That's Remington when they role play.
So I'll say after he touches my head and he imparts that message to me, that's when I give him that kind of solemn nod.
And with that, you connect eye to eye, and he just like the flappiness overtakes his face, and he just kind of drifts away. He's gone.
And immediately after that happens, for just a quick second, I close my eyes, and I imagine I'm kind of sprawled out on the ground, and I just like extend my fingers out and just feel the stage or the podium or whatever I'm on. I just feel it beneath me. I close my eyes and I take a deep breath in, and I just exhale slowly. And then I open my eyes and try to stand up.
Okay. You're able to stand up finally. And as you do, you were super useful. Everything's over. You manage to turn around just as you see the last guy. He says something to Fray and just kind of disintegrates into butterflies, I think is what he did. Moths is what he did.
Moths, yeah.
Into moths. And there was, again, a vibe that's a very dangerous vibe. As he disintegrates, you look, again, you catch something, unless he notices you, and you look at him, and you don't get a vibe at all.
You know, it's funny.
And you remember that because he doesn't look at you.
Right. So the other thing too that I think that is strange is the first connection that I make to that when he bursts into moths is I think of the similarity between him and myself, because moths are drawn to light and I am seeking answers to a question. So I think how interesting that we are so similar as he evaporates into moths.
And he's gone. And with that, we'll pick up right where we left off, where there are a few people left alive in the area. Callie, the little hedgehog guy, made it because he was too cool.
Loved that guy.
The snake
Nice.
woman survived, and a few other just nondescript students. But they're all freaking the fuck out. And the lights are out. There's tea everywhere because you all exploded the tea. Darcian, your clothes are all mildewy.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
you
that's
are
right.
Fray.
It's
You're
mildewy.
standing there with a sword out still, angry
I'm gonna
as
scream no and kick over the fucking podium like in a rage.
you're right. And Bridget, you have Elpada wrapped up in a chain next to you on her feet, like Dr. Octopus. So we'll
Well,
pick up there.
the chain spell went away, so I presume the chain around her would have gone away.
Okay, never mind. You've got this little person standing next to you. And just to reiterate what Elpada looks like again, you definitely feel that even though her appearance changes constantly, she's a little girl. But as you look at her, and it's not something like. You don't sit there and watch her change like you might watch like a gecko or something. Like not a gecko, but something change color.
A chameleon.
Chameleon?
Thank you.
Hey, I heard a good.
I know things.
Can I tell a good dad joke about chameleons?
Go ahead.
What do you call it when a chameleon can't change colors anymore?
What?
Erectile dysfunction.
Oh God. Take a Vex
Is that a
for
dad
everything
joke?
for the rest of the fucking session.
That doesn't sound like a dad joke.
Erectile-
Darcian already has a
erectile
minus
dysfunction.
one on everything
Yeah,
because of the
I
card
already
that's up.
Now you have a
I'm-
-2.
He's like, and the tides of magic turn further against you.
Right. You sense anger from some faraway god
I
and
am-
horrible jokes.
A new
I
son
have
appears.
always hated this lecture hall in particular. This
But no, so Elpada, it's not like you don't watch her change in front of you. It's just that you look at her once and she might look like a little boy. And with light skin and blue hair or red hair or something, you look away a minute, you look back and she's different again. But you never actually see the change. You just notice that she's different the next time you see her. But always, regardless of what she looks like, she has these beautiful golden eyes. Not glowing eyes, but golden eyes. But she's just like in shock standing next to you, Bridget, like, oh, no, Papa, no, oh no,
Hi. Hi.
oh, who are you?
I'm Bridget. What's your name?
Elpada?
Elpada. Okay. Do you know who those men were that were trying
No.
to take you?
No.
No, that's okay.
Papa,
That's okay.
Papa said that bad men were after me, but nothing has ever happened like this before.
He didn't tell you anything?
No.
Okay. Where are you from?
Here?
I have a question real quick while
Yep.
they're having this conversation. One, very important. Can my quick outfit change, get rid of the mildew?
Yeah.
Okay. So, very
No,
important.
it can make it more robust and aggressive.
So Darcian changes into a pharaonic, like a pharaoh-like skirt with lacy laced up sandals and a half top with like a nice neck piece and like pharaonic like headdress.
Okay.
And grabs one of the teacups or like one of the cups, despite there being tea exploded everywhere, pulls a flask from their hip and pours liquid into it and brings it over to where Bridget and Elpada are having this conversation, but
Mhm.
they do not hand it to anybody yet. I just
Mhm.
want that known.
Okay.
Anything is tea if you steep it in hot water.
Is that the tea qualifier? I genuinely don't know the answer.
But anyway, yeah. So at the very least, Darcian has approached and is kind of like kneeling next to Bridget while Bridget talks to Elpada. So
Okay.
just let that be a thing.
Sure.
I will say, Darcian being someone who at least notices some stuff. Bridget's eyes are once again two different colors. One is her normal blue, and one is orange.
Good to know.
As she kind of, okay, you're from here in the city, in the
Yes.
country,
No, the city.
the city. Okay.
I've been here a long time. And she just kind of like kneels down and starts crying.
How long have you been here?
I've been with Papa for a while, but he's not the first person who's taken care of me. The many people.
Mm-hmm.
You hear footsteps coming. Fray, I'd say you're closest to the door, and Istanbull, who's just stood up.
Yeah.
Some Vances are running in.
So I was going to see if I could do something to the door while this is all happening.
Sure. What do you want to do?
So I want to find out a little bit more about these people and who they were.
Mhm.
The strange people that like exploded into snakes.
Okay.
So I am attempting to talk to the doorknob to see if the doorknob knows who they are because they grabbed it with their hand. And I feel like your hands are a very kind of an intimate personal thing.
Tell me something about them.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing.
I love that imagery of Istanbul. Just be like, hey, how's it going? Doorknob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it would
all right,
be-
go for it, man.
It's a
So-
handshake.
And it would be one of those things where I look at the doorknob for a moment and then I kind of like put my hand on the doorknob
Did
and
you
I am
read the
trying to
palms?
communicate with it.
Sure.
So I have I'm trying to look here.
So that's one of your forte abilities, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So you'd have to spend the cost of it in sorcery to make that happen.
Okay. So would it be life to the lifeless or what would it be? I have object affinity, which is after speaking to an object for a round, I have an affinity for it. My actions with the object are enhanced by +1 dice. I can also do charm object, or I can do the language of the voiceless, which is I can speak to any inanimate object. This ability does not grant me any particular influence over
Be
it.
the one, bro.
Okay, so I have to spend its level in sorcery points.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. Do those come back ever or no?
Yeah.
You refresh them when you
You
spend
refresh them when you
a-
rest, and you
a
have 4
rest.
rests a day. So
Okay, so I am now currently at 2 sorcery points because I'm spending 4 to do this.
sure.
All right. What
So
does the
you-
doorknob tell me about these people?
The door's like
The
Oh.
doorknob.
So yeah, what's up? What do you want?
I want to know there were people that came in here
Yup.
today.
Yup.
They were not like the other people that attended this seminar. What can you tell me about them? What
people?
works have they done? with-
Lots of people touch me. Yeah. Don't know. But you're who?
I say, please, I need you to focus. This is important.
Okay.
Say,
You almost sense it make like a little like doorknob face, like
I say, the work that was done by their hands was terrible work. They hurt many people. What can
Shit.
you tell me about these people with harmful hands?
like what, like the snake, the exploding snake people.
Yes.
Nothing.
Anything, even if you think it might not be important. If you can tell anything about them.
What
please.
level is that ability? It's 4.
4?
4. Okay. No, I like nothing. Sorry.
I understand. Thank you.
Welcome.
And
Wait, yo. Can you tell people not to slam me?
I kind of leer at the doorknob a little bit.
Well, I'm getting kind of loose and like I'm gonna fall out. So like,
And and I break the magical connection with the door.
Fuck.
Fuck.
But I close it gently.
You get a sense of like,
That's
thank
funny.
you. Yeah.
Thank you. Damn it. I was hoping that would lead to something.
You hear, as you close the door, you hear people right on the other side. Frey, before anyone comes in, is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, after my moment of rage kicking the podium over, I'm gonna charge over to Bridget and Elpada, and I'm gonna be like, come on, grab the girl, we have to go. She can't get caught here. Whoever invited them is in on it.
And Bridget just looks at the girl and just goes, "Can I carry you?"
She's so in shock, you can do like whatever you want.
Okay.
I have a place on campus. No one will go there. Come with me.
The library.
I nod. Lead
I'm
the
just
way.
kidding.
And she
Start-
just,
Do you want to do anything before we go, Henry?
No, I was just gonna say, Darcian, are you okay? You look awful.
No, he fixed his outfit actually.
He
I
fixed
fixed
it.
my
did he?
outfit.
I missed
Yeah,
it.
did.
It was the
Aw.
first thing he did.
They quickly changed into something much more official and you know, I'm in charge here
Shows a lot of chest.
as a Vance.
I know.
My-
I was like, when they were describing the outfit, I was like, Bridget's like,
Their water packs are crushing
Like
it.
heaving water packs.
Awesome. No, I have nothing. I'm just
Okay.
So,
Darcian.
Zach P, thanks for the 4-month sub with Twitch Prime. We
Thanks,
appreciate
Zach.
you and
Nice,
your
What a
thank you,
dude.
bro. Yeah.
big love.
What? Who was it?
Zach
Zach.
P.
Zach P16.
Yeah.
So
All
it's
right.
like 4-month subscription. No, that means pulls his shirt off.
we'll
Don't
eventually
encourage him.
we'll eventually get one of those things where it's like
Don't
on the
encourage
screen and it says new subscriber X months. Troy takes his shirt off. Yeah.
So, listen, when we get to subscribers, we're going to do a DMs After Dark calendar where it's just 12 months of shirtless Troy.
Well,
Shirtless
and
Ginger
cat.
Troy.
Cat.
Yes, I was going to say it's
Okay.
11 months of shirtless Troy and 1 of cats.
Yes.
One of cats, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Istanbul.
Or try with
So
cats, like holding cats.
yeah, just holding cats. The four of you are booking it with the kid. Istanbul, are you going with them? You guys really haven't interacted yet, to be honest with you.
Well, there's people.
And how
coming
are you
from-
getting out of this place? Because the people are coming through the door.
Dynamite
Lecture halls
did
don't
tell
just
you
have
to
one
protect
door.
Elpada, and we're about to run off with her. So
So I think what I would like to do, if possible, is the people are coming from the door.
Mm-hmm.
and
There are other ways
my-
in and out of here, though. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the only place I hear people coming from, right?
well, you don't hear anything.
Or I would imagine I feel their footsteps vibrating through
Sure.
the floors.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
that's the one good thing about your shitty leg. It's really sensitive to vibration.
your
You have a
shitty,
little bit of tough baseball going on.
your shitty,
So-
impotent leg just feels the
So my-
vibrations.
So 2 of my 3 aggregates are challenge and tower.
Okay.
So I feel like I could whip up a quick spell to basically keep the door shut magically.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
Nice.
And I
Big ass door stuff.
and it would be me imposing my will like against their will. Thus that's the challenge thing. So
Sure.
cool.
We'll call that.
So
I'll
I
call
will
that
do
level.
that.
I'll call that level 2. Spend your 2 sorcery
Okay.
on that, and then that's fine. And then, where you guys going? How you getting out of here?
Yeah,
you
I'm
look
gonna
around,
follow them.
You look around.
Following
there-
Darcian.
I'm gonna say it's like, it's like it reminds me of like the lecture halls we had in my college. In the back, there were like always two doors. Right,
Yeah.
one on one side, one on the other, and then like you went down, and there are even doors on the bottom too. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
this one has like a stage. There might be doors like behind the stage, you don't know, but there's definitely a door on the other side if you want to just book at the other side.
Yeah, I think either that or whichever one Darcian knows how to get back to their corner of campus best kind of thing.
Sure. All right. Well, you know, if you go out the other one, it'll take you out kind of like behind the building where like the trash receptacles and stuff are, and then you'll be able to
Okay.
like kind of circle around and hopefully not be seen as much.
Okay. Yeah, let's
I think
do
kind of
that.
moving to the trash receptacles where they continuously recycle the refreshments for these shitty lectures.
It's like, oh, more bagels. You can-
Can
There's just
I?
a bagel mage just making it happen.
Bagel
Can
mage.
I? Can I use my wind and infinity to make Bridget and Elpada invisible?
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm kind of bending, I guess, space.
Or light around them.
Yeah. Wind isn't light.
Well, no,
It's not
wind
really.
has invisibility. Invisibility
okay.
has wind. Infinity has like space and capacity and stuff like that.
Wind is invisible.
Yes. Thank you, Sarah.
Not if it has dust in it.
Yeah, but that's the dust that's visible, not the wind. You know.
Well,
So
the wind
I'm gonna
has
say,
energy though, and
um,
energy can be observed.
That's probably
gonna say
high.
That would be a level 3
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
Create a visual illusion the size of a small area. I would say the small area, because I'm going to say call it a small area because it's 2 people you're technically covering.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So it'll be level 3.
All right.
I don't just roll to see if you flux it up, but otherwise
that's
it'll be.
right,
It should be
Dice.
successful.
Flux it
I'm
up.
Gotta-
so
gotta have-
unprepared today.
Immediately.
I forget, what do I roll again?
Is this just the 1d10, or does she get 2?
No, it's 2 at least.
It's 2 at least because she's cast a spell, but you have to designate
Oh, that
one
gives
as
her
the
plus 1
magic
die.
one. Yeah.
And then I could spend something,
Sortilege if you wanted to.
an extra dice. No, okay, so I'll just do.
I'm just having you. Honestly, it's going to succeed. I'm just having you roll to see if you.
Okay,
have
gotcha.
flux, that's
Will
all.
it though? Will
Gotcha.
it succeed? Here's the question.
No, biff it.
It's a 10 and a 4.
Oh, 10.
Which one
is
did you
actually
roll
a
the 0 on?
It's the 0's on my non-magic one.
Okay, so you're cool.
Yeah.
Rainey, flip us a card, bro.
Oh, let's
Put it on
do
the
that.
other one. We're moving somewhere else. Yeah.
Does this mean Darcian no longer gets a -1 to their actions, or is that still there?
No, this will move unless there's a card that makes that happen. This will just be the new applicable card.
I have
Looks like the hunter,
see.
who is an adept. We're not pulling any of these normal draws.
Yeah, I want. Did it shuffle or?
Do you want me to shuffle and do it again?
Why don't you shuffle it again?
All right,
Just
let's do
just
it.
to be sure. Yeah.
Shuffling it means there's a chance for Ray to pull the same card again.
No, the questing knight's gonna stay up there.
Oh, okay.
The assassin.
Well, I pulled another adept, and I think it's worse than the one we pulled before because this
That's
is the
fine.
assassin.
The assassin is for mysteries, right? If I'm reading that right. Yeah.
3 interlocking rings. Yeah.
Yeah, that's mysteries.
So what does this mean?
It just says play another card on the next sun.
Okay, here goes.
Yeah. Just slide it down. Boop.
Oh, whoa.
Ooh.
What?
What is this?
Yikes! It's the
like-
crowded tomb.
There's like a
It is
map
a-
of suns.
It boosts.
That's your dorm room, Rainy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the crowded
It,
tomb boosts up any pale spell you cast, and it so any pale spell you cast is one difficulty easier,
Yep.
and it makes any green spell harder. So any green
Yes.
spell is 1 difficulty higher. So
I
it
actually
is
do have a pale spell.
to the benefit of death and to the detriment of life.
So
It's a-
is the other is the
Oh,
first
boy.
one still in?
No, this
Effect?
is the one that's in
This is
effect right
replaced.
now. Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna roll check for depletion on my Myrmidon strength.
Sure. All right.
Now that combat is over. Fuck, it depletes.
All right.
Damn it.
So you feel your spell, vanish as you walk
Bummer.
away. You feel the magic leave you, Fray. As you're
My
hustled
arm
out the
turns
back.
Strong.
Henry, you weave in runes, you speak and runes go out and float in the air, and they float
So
around
cool.
Bridget and Elpada and just kind of make a spiral around them, and then the rest of you guys can't see them anymore.
They're still
That's
there.
awesome.
Rainy, you
Here.
lead the way, and as you
Mhm.
do, your Charlie, the little hedgehog guy, is like, wait,
Yes.
oh, sir, where are you going? You guys, this is horrible.
It is quite
His
horrible,
like
Charlie.
hedgehog things are all standing up, like he's all bushy
Yes,
now.
I know.
Yeah.
Very.
Hedgehog things.
His spikes?
Whatever those
Spikes.
fucking things are called. All right.
I appreciate
Yeah,
this.
Darcian looks at them and says, yes, there is time is of the essence here. Kali? Charlie?
Yes, it's Charlie. Charlie. Yes,
Sure.
Mr. M.
Times
Sure.
of the essence. I believe I have a book that may help us back at my dormitory. I'm going to run and go grab that. My friends here are very, very talented in their fields. We are going to return to investigate the source
Okay.
of this.
What should I say? What should I say happened?
Tell.
And he just starts like hyperventilating.
Oh goodness.
God.
I
roll him into a ball.
Just roll him away.
Darcian just taps them on the head and says, pull it together, analyze. What you need to do is do what all good Vances do. Go back, figure out as many details, concrete details as you can, and start putting together the spell. What was the spell that was cast? Go start taking notes. There's a chalkboard in, and I just like basically tell them like, go write a bunch of notes on the board about what happened.
Like, right. This could be a discovery. Okay.
This could very much
horrible
put you on
discovery
some
because people
radars here
died,
on
but
the
and he
campus.
like goes right over and he gets chalk out and he starts writing like little formulas and shit.
Jesus.
And I look at him and I say, don't forget, death is but a passage to the pale.
Right.
We-
Or is it?
Right.
They seem to have disappeared. That is the question. Oh,
That is the quick. Great job, Charlie. You go back and
You answer those questions.
okay.
yes,
We
are going to work on this.
Disposed of him, and you can.
Don't
and
say
just,
it like they killed him.
just as you leave, you hear the door, like you hear Istanbul's spell kind of give out, and people rush in just as the door shuts. And you lead them out into an alley, kind of around the back way of campus, where this is like where like the thought form maintenance people usually are and stuff like that. But you get to your construction area without seeing anyone or being seen. You think?
Quick question.
Yep.
Or more quick thing to interject. I just feel like for theatrical flair, for flavor, because the spell I kind of was like imposing my will on the door. I feel like every time somebody like slammed against the door, I got some sort of like image of like my past that was like jarring to my mind.
Okay. Sure.
And then eventually I was like trying to hold on, and eventually I just broke
Just
under that.
one of
and
the you get your mother's face, and that's the last one. A distraction, you lose the spell. Knives. You gave me knives. Okay.
Good job.
So
That poor door.
Yep. So he got slammed again.
Doorknob.
Yeah, we just get
Oh,
one
that
shot of the
doorknob.
doorknob, just like so. low.
Every time they slammed on the door, I got the doorknob pleading, "Help! Oh God!
Come on, sir! I asked you not to do this. So you get back to Darcian's house, and as you do, walk in. You hear some more rummaging.
Not
it's,
now.
This is time by the you see an arm just like reaching over the couch, and he's just like digging through some stuff, and he finds like a bowl that you had like some old nuts in, and just like like pistachios, but it's like half of the pistachios are open, but you also just put the shells back into, and it's just like and it shakes it at you, and like the nuts and the shells go all over the place, but it takes the bowl back into its point.
Oh, that's nice of him to leave the nuts.
I love that hand.
I was just about to look to Henry and be like, I told you not to leave the bowls full of things. It doesn't.
I wasn't done eating.
Well, find another bowl and
Pick up the
Fine.
pistachios.
I can still eat them from there.
Wow. She's gonna eat couch nuts. Cool. Homo.
Couch nuts are a delicacy in some places.
Darcian wipes a bunch of pistachio shells off of a couch and gestures Elpada to sit.
She just sits down and she's just like,
Can we be visible again?
Yeah,
Yes,
you're fine.
yeah.
Okay.
She's just
Oh
like,
yeah, I look around and I'm like, wherever you are.
you hear like, and she sits down and she's just like looking at you guys like, you're not gonna hurt me, are you?
That depends.
No, of course not.
I'm just
That
kidding.
is no, I love that. That's very funny.
This is in your background, Jess. We all know this.
I'm just kidding.
It's just I've been
Darcian-
with Papa for years, and I don't know. Usually it's only when someone becomes older that I kind of knew Papa, but
I have a skill for seeing through deception. Is there any
Okay.
way I can BS detector this little girl just on what she's been saying?
Yeah, don't trust them.
go for it.
what would that roll? Would that be interaction?
Just roll.
Just roll.
You could put some stuff in it if you
This
want.
is a game that you basically
got an
do
8.
whatever you feel.
What'd you get?
I got an 8. An 8.
Good.
That's really good. You feel that she's sincere.
Okay.
Did
You
she
also
just
feel
say-
all of you feel really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like really good. Like get a +1 Benny to put in anything you want.
Ooh. Ooh. Extra Benny.
Okay.
Just have like a really positive outlook, you know? Like
This isn't
it
like
was a shitty night, but I think this is going to be okay.
Oh,
Mm.
hopeful. Did she just
Okay.
say that she has had multiple dads?
Mhm.
Yes, and that she has been with this one for a while, but had others before them.
Do we have ages in the actuality? Do people age?
Mhm.
Hmm.
I look around, and Darcian looks at everyone and says, obviously, this was a traumatic event for this young girl, and
Everyone, yeah.
everyone. Yes, yes, right. However, I do think that we need answers about a few things. Is that fair to assume?
We need to find out who invited them to speak here.
Have you
Yes.
seen these people before?
The people that came after me?
Yes.
No,
the trench coats.
no, I just no.
Do you know
not
why
them.
they would be coming after you?
I don't know. Papa always said that things were very dangerous and people would try to get me, but I don't know why anyone would want to get me.
Darcian leans
I'm just
over,
a little girl.
and Darcian leans over and gives her the cup
I didn't know.
that he poured of the knot tea, and says,
Okay.
relax. He finds like a whatever kind of blanket he has and puts it over her shoulders and gives her the drink and says, take a drink. I'm going to find some food for you.
Yes.
Just
Are you hungry? And holds out a pistachio.
decompress and just relax. We will help find out who did this. And basically he walks away, but you notice that Darcian is looking out of the corner of his eye to see if she drinks this beverage.
Sure. She takes it and drinks it.
Okay, so this was one of my ephemera,
I knew it.
and this is untruth.
Okay.
So it is. I don't know if this is affected by the crowded tomb or not, because it is green in color.
Okay.
No, just kidding. It is actually blue. The
Okay.
associated move.
So there'd be no effect whatsoever.
Okay. So it's a potion, but it's actually a poison, and
You fucking
says here-
poisoned a little girl.
Sarah and I are like,
Time
you
out,
just poisoned
time
this
out,
little
time
girl.
out, hold on. It's a level 4. It says +1 die, so I guess have to roll for it,
Mm-hmm.
or does she roll for it to resist?
No,
Either way.
you would roll, but go on.
Okay. After drinking this, you can only tell lies. You cannot physically tell the truth.
Wow, you're
Okay.
really suspicious of this little girl.
So do I roll right now?
Wait,
And
you're
yeah.
making her only tell lies?
You got to roll
I mean,
two.
that way
two
we know,
dice.
like,
The thing is, with Darcian, you can often learn as much, if not more, from knowing what the answer is not.
True.
So
yeah, that still tells us something.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
The only
Yeah.
problem is the rest of us.
Would
don't know
her
what
body
she
language
really
also
was.
betray her intentions? Would her body language
Yeah.
be
If let's see what happens with this first.
all right, so I'm rolling my 2 dice. This colorful one is the magic die, and my green one is the normal one. So here goes.
Okay. And wait, now that was a level 4 effect, just for right.
Level 4 effect. Yes.
Right.
I rolled a 6 on my normal die and a 1 on my magic die. So the magic die is a failure, but I succeed with the normal die.
Okay. She drinks the tea.
And it's depletion 0 to 3 after each interaction encounter. So remind me to roll.
Sure.
But for
she's-
the moment,
she's
she
sipping
has to lie.
tea. Now, for the record, you wouldn't really know if it succeeded or not.
Right.
Gotcha. Well, we can ask a question though that I feel like
Sure.
would.
Like,
Darcy's
you're gonna give her
probably
like
done
the
this before.
lie
This terrible
detector
situation.
test and be like,
Yeah.
"Is your name Elpada?" Right. Okay.
Um,
Unless it's not.
Actually, that's a great question. So I'm going to say, so how long have you been with Dr. It's Darcian, right?
No, that was Dr. Darcian.
Johann Darcian. So I say, how long have you been with Dr. Darcian? Has he
Time?
yes, was he were you helping him with any of his research?
No, he takes care of me.
Mm.
Well, he took care of me.
I'm looking at her very intently.
Now hold
From
shoot.
standing back a bit.
Okay.
Hmm. Do you happen to know anything about his research, what he was going to talk about today?
I don't understand. It's so boring.
Well, why did he bring you with him today?
I'm this little girl.
Oh, do you go everywhere with him?
Usually. I did. He kept an eye on me.
So this is making me think that it's not working because she wouldn't be able to say that if, I mean, I assume he did. He never ignored her.
Do I notice any any body language that betrays what she's saying? Again, I'm trying to read her lips and watch her very closely.
Yeah.
Watching for subtle, clenching of the jaw
Tics,
or
yeah,
aversion of the eyes. I have perception 6. I don't know if that
I'm
can
gonna
be
say I'll
used.
let you roll. I'll let you spend a perception. Benny, and
Perception
roll.
6. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
I know,
All
right?
I do is perceive, bro. So it's a D10.
Yeah, and if you spend a Benny, it'll be, yeah. You spend a Benny, you'll knock off 1 on the cost. And roll.
Yeah.
The venture, yeah.
The venture. Thank you.
I mean, I think I have I have 6 perceptions.
Now,
so
if
I'm
you
just
want
gonna
to add
roll
sortilege
regular.
to it, you can roll 2 dice. Put a little magic in that. Watch it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well-
I'll put a little magic in there.
Well, so Troy, the 6 doesn't do anything for you.
Yeah, that's
It's
just
just-
a pool
That's
for you
just
to
a
spend
pool
out
to
of if
spend
you
out.
want.
Yeah,
Right,
you can.
correct.
Okay.
You could spend a lot of time
Oh,
perceiving.
I thought you had 6 skill points of perception. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, no, I have so perception's not a skill, it's one of your stats. It's one of your seritates or whatever.
It's one of your pools. Yeah.
Right.
Why don't you? Because based upon what you put in the
D&D,
chat,
my bad.
I would take 2 points out of that and put it where you wanted to for your 8th level forte. Bro,
Okay,
because
I can
you
do
don't
that.
need that much perception. You're not going to be perceiving all because the
Well,
rest
I
you
still
can
have
take
4.
like a minute breather and get all 4 back. You have
Okay.
very short.
I still have
rests.
4. That's fine.
Okay, yeah, 4
So-
is plenty.
Okay, I'll go ahead and roll my D10 here, and
You gotta
I'll
roll 2.
I'll use
If you're using swords, roll
sortilege.
2 and
Yep.
add a sorcery. Just designate 1 as a magic one to make sure there's no flux.
Okay, so my normal one I get a 7.
Okay.
I do have a skill though, seeing through deception and searching as well. I don't know if that
What level is that skill?
searching is +2 and seeing through deception is +1.
Okay. So you got a 7.
Yep, and then my magic one is a 9.
Okay. You notice that her body language is consistent with someone who's very upset but telling the truth.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Maybe the subtle clench of her jaw, or just
You see her like clasping,
posture.
clasping and unclasping her hands, and
Yeah. Yep.
I'm going to
Yeah.
take a seat next to her,
Okay.
just in a soothing, comforting way.
She kind of just like leans over and puts her head right on your shoulder when you do that,
Aw.
just like automatically. When
Yeah.
she does, Henry, when she touches you, you
Oh,
get
boy.
the briefest feeling, very, very similar to what you feel in your dreams. You can't quite put your hand on what it is. And if someone asked you, you wouldn't be able to define what that feeling is. But I would say that there's like a deja vu sort of feeling you're getting, like from like what you felt in your dreams, and just a little shock of something when she touched you that went through you. It's there and then almost it's gone right away. But you've got a little
okay.
sense of something.
I'll pat her comfortingly and just be like, it's gonna be okay. It's all
It's
right.
just like, I hope so.
How did this dad become your new dad?
Oh, well, Mr. Hold on.
Design?
No, Mr. Card.
No.
Well, Mr. Card was my papa before, but he got old, and then Mr. Darcian, Papa Johannes, took care of me.
Did Papa Johannes know your
Yes.
Papa Card?
Yes, they were friends.
Does the name Card ring a bell from a Vance perspective?
Yes, it does. He was a Vance professor from a while ago. He's since passed on, but he was
Were all your oh wait, I don't know this.
You said that these people hadn't come after you before, but others had?
There have been, yes. There have been people that I've not always been, well, for a while. I was locked away for a very, very long time until a nice lady let me out. And then, well, people have been taking care of me since then.
Do you remember the nice lady?
Oh, she was very nice, but she got in a lot of trouble.
Do you remember her name? Anything about her?
Her name was, I think it began with a P, but I don't remember.
That's okay. If you remember more, tell us if you can.
Okay.
Why did she get in trouble for freeing
She
you?
wasn't supposed to let me out.
Were people keeping you locked away?
Her eyes kind of well up with tears, and she doesn't say anymore, but she just kind of nods.
Bridget will like pull like a handkerchief or something out of a pocket and just like offer it to her. To
She
like
takes
wipe
it
her
and just
eyes.
kind of like dabs her eyes.
Do
Who
these
was-
people go ahead?
Oh no.
no,
Do
you
you
first, Bridget.
remember who was keeping you?
I don't know. I haven't seen my parents in a very long time. I have sisters, but I'm not supposed to see them.
Do you know where your sisters are?
Oh, sort of. Papa knew.
Darcian's
but
asking
Papa,
as he's like
Papa
going
said that we should never be together. It was too dangerous.
too
If we
dangerous.
were together in one place, the bad people
Why would
could
he
get
say?
more than one of us at once.
Christian,
Yo.
while this is happening,
Mhm.
I'm kind of, because I can't hear anything that's being said, I'm kind of moving around the room,
Mhm.
and I'm getting closer and further away to this girl.
Mhm.
And as I'm doing that, I'm looking at my pocket watch, and
Sure.
I'm trying to see if I can notice any sort of changes in how quickly it's moving.
You do not notice any of that. You do notice, however, that when you get a certain distance away from her, you lose that really good feeling you had.
Okay, perfect.
And hence the Benny. But then when you get close, it comes back, and then you go away, it goes away. And
Okay, sounds good.
Do you remember your parents' names? I can't see Christian if he has made a gesture.
oh, I just
He
shook my
shook
head
his
no.
head
I'm sorry.
no.
Sorry.
No, okay.
Are your sisters like you? Do they change? Are your parents like you?
I don't remember, really. I haven't
it's
seen them
been
in
a
a
long
long
time.
time.
Do these people, do your papa or the people who are holding you ever ask anything of you? Do they ever ask you to do anything?
No, they always just took very good care of me. Papa Dassain told me I was very, very important, and I had a lot of important things to do in the world, but he had to keep me safe because if I wasn't around, I wouldn't be able to do them. But I don't know what those things are.
Do you know how old you are?
Hold on one second. I just may answer Rainey's question here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll just ask in chat. I mean, like, as all this is happening, he's Darcy and they're going around their many organized, but seemingly it looks like a mess. Bookshelves and just scanning for anything by card.
You do not have anything on hand by him, but you could certainly, like, if you took a trip to the library, you would be able to look him up.
Okay, just wondering.
Sure. Now, how old is she? I don't know. You know how when little kids don't know like their age?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
basically the look you get from her.
I'm 2. I gotcha.
Right, like, oh,
Yeah.
too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
She goes, I'm this many, and her hand
like,
just
she
turns into like
appears somewhere
blurs.
between like 5 and 8.
Henry's
Hard
just
to
gonna be
tell.
stressed eating pistachios.
So at this point,
Oh.
as I've determined, if you go closer or further away from her, you kind of feel better and or worse when you leave her side.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of with kind of like a disregard for everyone else that's standing there,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of walk like in between everybody and get very close to the child,
Mm-hmm.
and then I squat down to like her level.
Mm-hmm. Your knee
And
cracks
I'm
as you do.
Yeah, and yeah, maybe it makes like a little weird like
You're
sound,
like that old man, like,
metal.
ugh, and your knee like creaks. Yep.
And the
But
weird
my-
sound your leg makes is just.
So the and again, my back is kind of to everyone else that was facing her,
Mm-hmm.
and I squat down very low without saying anything, and there's just this very hard stone-like, just stoic expression on my face. It's the expression I always have. It's like major resting bitch face, and
you're a bull, so that's pretty scary.
right.
Yeah.
For a quick moment, as I'm looking at her, I don't say anything, but this feeling washes over me, and I try to, as much as I can, remember that moment in the shadow when I too was a very scared young boy.
Mm-hmm.
And I let that feeling kind of move through me, and I just offer to like grab her hand, you know what I mean? And like
She
hold her
looks
hand.
right at you, and when her eyes look in, you lock eyes with her, and she's got these like just gorgeous golden eyes. And as you're having that like empathetic moment where you're kind of putting yourself back to when you were a small child and you lost your mom, and she just she just reaches out to you and like just touches you on the face, and she's just like, "Oh no, Mr. Bull, you miss your mother."
And I just kind of like grab her hand for a quick moment as it's on my face, not in like an aggressive way or anything, but just softly I touch her hand, and then I kind of let her hand just continue like to move down away from my
She
face.
just like strokes your muzzle, and you know, it's a very nice touch. You get a wave of emotion from her when it touches you. If you had a good feeling before of just kind of like being around her, you feel like, yeah, you've been through some shit, but you know what? You're gonna be okay.
I kind of I stand up and I take just a quick sec to slowly turn back to the rest of the group, and I say, whoever those people were, they will be looking for her again.
Oh my
I
God,
will-
it speaks.
I say, I will stand watch by the door. And I walk outside of the room and stand outside of his house.
Mhm.
Does anyone
Yeah.
know their name?
Hollow men.
Bridget and Darcy were both
What did you
like,
say, hollow
stuttering
men?
and stammering as like
They call
Istanbul
themselves
got
the
out.
Hollow Men.
Oh,
You know,
Hollow Men.
I know
I
them.
thought you were talking about me. I was like, wow, okay.
what are they?
Lunatics. The madmen.
Are they actually there? I saw one dissolved, the other burst into moths. Did they project themselves elsewhere, or
No, they were there.
so you killed them?
It's not the victory you'd think it would be. It's sort of what they want.
Oh.
So they're an organization?
Cult.
Oh,
Do
Joy.
hate that word.
yeah.
They're nihilists. Kind of in an extreme sense, if that makes any sense.
They tend to be.
Then
And
what-
they want this little girl. Did you say your sisters are also? This is why you're separated?
Mr. Darcian said that I have sisters. They're in the city, but I shouldn't ever see them. Mr. Darcian. God, too many names that are too similar.
I'm about to ask this girl if she wants
Darcian.
Darcian to be her new papa.
Bye, Papa. But yes, I shouldn't see them. If we were together, then bad people. Papa told me that bad people might want to get rid of me.
Do you know how many sisters you have?
2.
Whatever
Both-
they want with her, it probably has to do with the set, so to speak. They'll be looking for the other two.
That
Both
wouldn't surprise me.
in Saturnine? Or so technically
As far
you're
as
the
I
only
know.
one separated.
No, they're not together.
Okay.
I think
We don't have to
something-
worry
she
too
said-
much because the people looking for me can't find me.
Why can't they find you?
They just can't.
Can they
can
find your
only find
sisters?
who's with me.
We should go back to insert speaker use you
Johannes?
Johannes's place.
the same.
Johannes. Yeah, I'm like,
Jojo's place.
Johannes. We should go to Johannes's residence and search it.
Oh, for more information.
Do you know how to get there?
He's a Vance, right?
He is not in the best standing in the order, but
Do you think HR will have his record?
HR.
I assume they will. I will return shortly. Make yourselves at home. I'm going to make a quick run out into records for a few things, and I will return ideally with information on Design's residence.
And could you also ask the large fellow his name? I've
Istanbul.
How do
Thank
you
you,
know?
Henry.
He works at Constantinople.
We cross paths here and there. We're both in search of something.
sorry, the
Interesting.
joke always makes me giggle.
I look at Henry, and Darcian has a look in his eyes of like, you don't tell me about your life. Like you don't ever open up to me. Like what? Fine. And but Darcian twirls into their very Vancian robe kind of outfit, like a formal Vancian robe outfit.
She likes my couch better.
And then
You've
yeah.
got the really long fucking sleeves and hood from your last rank ceremony.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Like
I'm
the
wearing like
PhD robes,
formal
yeah.
formal
Yeah.
Vance robes right now, yes.
Okay.
And they turn and in what right as they're leaving, Darcian pokes their head back in and just looks and says, and if that hand shows up, feel free to swat it. Henry, stop enabling it.
You hear, and a hand's coming in the window, but in it is a little stuffed duck, and just kind of puts it on the table, and it's like,
Give it to the child.
and goes back out.
A bowl for a duck.
I've yet to
Be a
understand
trade
its
up.
understanding of
Quack, quack,
bartering. I will return shortly, and Darcian leaves.
Darcian's got
Sometimes
a
it
great
takes
home.
things and then brings you back something that is completely useless. or
a
disgusting.
foul deed indeed.
Ooh.
It leaves you a shit, just a wet shit. It just puts it down and leaves.
Those are the bad days.
All right, we'll handle you first,
Guano
Darcian.
is a spell component for Fireball. So
It is indeed. So, Darcian, you head out and you get back onto the main campus, and there is a buzz going on.
Yeah.
Like, you know, around the area. You see security and stuff. If you're trying to do this, you know, kind of like surreptitiously, you can, but, you know, people are like, you know, running around and like, oh, have you heard there was an attack?
Yeah, and
I'm gonna go with him.
Okay.
Actually, she said that they can't find her. They can only find the people that are with her. They know me. If what's his face escaped, he may have reported that I was there.
Okay.
I was going to offer to go as well, but I won't go unless he wants me to.
I go regardless of what you think.
Yeah, I think that Darcian would have looked at Istanbull and said stay, just in case anybody does come through into this relatively you know, off
Heavily
limits area.
portaled area.
Yeah.
Istanbul is still wearing his short sleeve button up white shirt with his jazz blue fucking suede like silky vest, and he just like crosses his arms in front of your door and he just gives you a nod.
Thank you, Istanbul. And I think that I'm walking away and I don't even notice Fray behind me until they catch up.
Okay.
And
I'll sheathe my sword before I go.
Little did you know I was giving Fray a nod, not you.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
the two fighting bros like, take care of the dork.
Shit.
Um,
Let the fighters.
I was just gonna say the local fighters guild taking care of the wizard.
but I think that Darcy, and then when Fray catches up, he looks at her and they look at Fray and just say like, please do not make trouble. Vances don't typically brandish weapons or you know, stab people in lecture halls. I understand. It was the
Well, aren't you
circumstances.
lucky that there were more than Vances present?
I would like to think that we could have handled ourselves, but at the very least, do let me do the talking as we go around here.
Okay.
You
So-
might want to bleach that outfit when you're done.
When
And
you,
they look down. What?
What-
Why my robes are?
where are you going?
I was actually going to go to the library first and look for card articles. Darcy was gonna take a detour.
Okay. So I will say the library is on the way first. So
Okay. And actually,
Is the library a booming place that's well funded?
As we approach the library, I'm like, Darcy, is HR inside the library?
no, but this is related. I guess you can come in. Would the Vancian library?
The Hollow Men might be heading for Yosene's place to destroy evidence. As
I'm
we
aware. I am aware. But one cannot be too informed. So, and Darcy does have an ability to read anything in like very short time if they're just holding it.
Mhm.
So they do just kind of like say all of 5 minutes, 10 minutes. They are obviously very familiar with the library here. And probably can pretty quickly reference whatever system of organization they have to find books by Card.
Sure. Card wrote only a few books.
Mhm.
And his work mainly centered around concepts of manifestations of ideas.
Okay.
Okay. And what I mean by that is not only how like magic can be used through advancing spells by speaking the correct words to manifest your ideas into reality and the actuality, but how the actuality is actually made up entirely of manifestations of these ideas.
Correct. Yes.
So some of us are, you know, as a human, a thought form is a manifestation of someone's thoughts, right? That's a perfect example of it. As humans or Lacuna or other beings in the actuality, they are manifestations of the creator.
Gotcha.
Their thoughts, right? But there are other things too. And so his main thing was like, you know, just like an idea. So like Diet Coke, right? Is Diet Coke something that exists in and of itself, or is it something that we all agree exists? And if we stop thinking that Diet Coke existed, would it still be there?
Okay.
Or
I think that-
what if someone came along and erased Diet Coke from reality? Would we even know that it had existed?
Yeah.
I
Right?
would fucking die.
It's kind of like.
Sarah,
And
yeah.
by the way, Diet Coke, feel free to send our check.
I would fucking cease to be. Listen,
Yeah, we are interested in a
sponsorship.
mutual
But it's-
sponsorship.
But it's
We're
similar
willing
to
to
like
do
the
this.
idea of like I've read some articles about like if you read the Iliad and the Odyssey, they talk about a wine dark sea, and for years people thought like, well, that's really weird. The sea doesn't look like wine. Did they not have Did they not have a word for the color blue? Right,
Like
and
the
that
Mandela
raises some
effect.
interesting questions. If you don't have
Like,
a word
no,
for the
they
color
didn't.
blue, can you see the color blue?
Mm,
Right, if you don't have a conception of something, you can't. If
Yeah.
you can't don't have a word for
I
it.
think blue is another shade of red. Blue and red are alike.
Yeah, right. So does it exist? That was his work.
Darcian grabs the more.
You can see why him and Dasein were friends.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to see what the relation was and whether or
Mhm.
not they had anything to do with young Elpada. So I think I do grab like their most recent or like densest work, and
Standing there with my arms crossed, just staring at him the whole time.
yeah. How long did I take? Hopefully, only the 5 to 10 minutes. I promise.
Not even, because it was only 2 minutes, because he only had 2 books that he
Okay.
ever worked on.
Okay, so in that case, yeah, Darcian takes them out, signs them out, and catches back up with Fray.
Okay.
And looks at her, says, "Sorry for the detour. I'm just going to be reading these as we get to records."
Okay, double time, go.
Right. So you start heading over to records, and you're looking for Johannes's address, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last known residence.
I'm gonna say you get there and you're able to find it. He has an apartment in Fartown, somewhere. It's probably about 10-15 minute walk away.
Oh, okay, not bad.
You guys gonna head
Now the
over?
question is, how much do we split up?
Yeah, not without
Yeah.
the rest of them, I don't think. But I don't
But
know
I
if
feel
I
like
want to bring
bringing,
Elpada there.
bringing Elpada is dangerous.
Yeah, I'm on the same page.
Just leave her with the arm.
Let's
That
not.
can't go wrong.
We could bring
That's
her to
not
my dad.
The arm takes the kid.
Samuel,
We could take her to Samuel.
Samuel the rat.
Or
We
no,
get
no.
back and the child is. Yeah, you bring Charlotte. You bring Samuel.
Or Aunt
we'll
May.
keep the arm
I'll bring
here.
Aunt May.
Yeah.
Just bring everyone's
Nona,
parents.
we'll get Nona
Yeah.
over here.
Actually, I would genuinely trust Aunt May with this child.
Aunt May would
That's
fuck
true.
shit up, bro.
I mean, I don't think we should leave her alone. Well, I guess.
So
We are certainly
all right.
not
So you
leaving this
guys
child
you
alone.
guys are doing that. You're not going to Dasein's house, just the two of you, correct?
I mean, I would. I'm not afraid. You afraid, Darcian? You scared?
Of course not. In fact, I agree with your earlier
You want
assessment
to go
that
back and
we
bring
need.
your girlfriend?
I don't understand. The
Of course you don't.
Henry and I are not like that.
I was like, Bridget.
Oh, I was talking about Henry.
There's something I'd like to do, and maybe it has absolutely no bearing at all.
Let's let them. I want to get them to a resolution of what they're
Okay,
doing
go
first,
ahead.
and then we'll do it.
Darcian looks very confused
also
at the
have a
insinuation that he has a girlfriend, and then it wasn't Henry, and he's like, "Who else was there?"
Who
Like,
was
The arm.
Yeah.
Arm. Oh, who else? is there?
Somewhere, who else was there? Somewhere Bridget's soul dies a little and a demon gives her
Yeah.
a pat on the back.
Aw.
listen, it's not at all Bridget's fault. Okay.
It's like 10 minutes away. We
If
could be there and
you-
back before they miss us.
Do you have a way to contact them, or
This is your
Darcian-
campus.
yeah, no. Darcian starts pacing, and they think to themselves, they're like, "I don't have any long distance communication spells prepared."
Just yell into a moth. Just grab one and be like, tell them we'll be back in 15 minutes. Throw them off into
Gets
the
eaten
air.
by a giant eagle
I
with two hobbits on its back.
I look at Darcian looks at Fray and says, "You're better at these time is of the essence type problems. So you tell me what the best course of action is. I'm focused on finding
Let's go.
solutions." Oh, okay, and
I'll just grab their arm and start hauling them off campus toward whatever taxi we can hail.
While you're going, okay, as you go, and an 1820s handsome cab pulled by a dragon just like pulls right up.
Excellent. I will deposit a fistful of orbs.
And he's like, this big clawed hand kind of reaches down. The figure riding it is just hooded. You can't see a face. And it's just like, takes the orbs and just like the arm somehow reaches back. It's too long, but opens the door and like gets you in.
I'm going to give him an address like 3 houses-ish down from where we're actually going.
And it's like, and it.
Yeah, but Darcian goes, "That's not correct. We want..."
We'll cut back. So you're sitting in this weird ass place with portal windows. Istanbul, you wanted to try something.
Yes. So right after you guys leave, heading back to the campus, I look at my pocket watch and I go, shit. And I walk back into this very weird house and I address all of you. I look at everybody and I say, I have to go do something. I will be back shortly. Keep the child safe. And I'm like, Istanbul's shift starts in less than an hour at the at the club. So he's gonna run to the club and tell them he won't be able to make it because he's got something else going on, and then he's gonna run back here.
Okay, fair enough.
Because that's how he do. He
You
is
can
loyal.
also, in fairness, call on the etheric telephone if you wanted to.
Istanbul likes cardio though.
Okay, fine.
He's gonna punish.
Got a gimp leg.
He's gonna punish his leg for not working when he needed it to.
All right, so you run over there really fast.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be, if there's nothing important that happens, that's fine. That's
You
just,
almost get mowed over by a dragon taxi.
Yes, you do.
Right.
Actually, that's perfect.
we are fated companions, right? So that might be
that is
funny
absolutely
just-
almost happens as a fated
you just
companion.
see
sort
me
of thing.
straight up sprinting with my bionic leg.
Meanwhile, Bridget, were you sitting next on the other side of Elpada?
She was kind of like kneeling in front of her on the floor because she saw Henry sit down and was like, okay, I'm not gonna crowd this child.
Well, so
Okay.
I'm leaving because I'm not leaving the place, but like as soon as Darcian left, like Henry is so excited and she's taking out like all of Darcian's food.
all right.
So like she's not sitting with Elpada anymore.
Elpada's kind of watching you and laughing.
Part raccoon.
Yeah, Elpada's watching you and she's laughing about that. But you're noticing. You begin to notice because you thought for a while you felt very unsettled, Bridget, and you thought it was just like kind of the excitement of things that happened, and it was kind of like an adrenaline dump, and your friends were wound up. But now you're beginning to realize that yes, when you are around Elpada, you have that great feeling, but your friends have very mixed reactions to her, and it's causing you a lot of like anxiety, I guess is to be the best word for it, because there's like a love-hate relationship there with her. And it's not like sometimes you can be like, oh, this one feels this way and that one feels that way, and that's definitely, there's just a difference of opinion among the roommates. All 3 of them have very mixed feelings about her. They're very, very excited. They like her, but they also don't like her.
Okay. Could she, because I don't think we ever established this, is Bridget able to kind of like mentally communicate with the roommates?
Sure.
Okay, so she kind of like leans back and sees that Elpada is distracted and enjoying Henry. So she's like, okay, I can take a second. So she kind of closes her eyes and leans back and just mentally, what's going on?
We must protect her, as the great Duke said.
Yes, but why the conflict?
She cannot be harmed.
Well, we don't know. We don't want her to be harmed. Do you know anything about her?
No. She's very important. That's all we know.
Okay.
You can ask the Duke.
I will speak with him soon, I presume. I'll see what the others find first.
We must keep her safe. If we keep her safe, our ranks will increase.
Oh.
Not ranks as in the numbers of demons, but
No, I
you know in for a fact, because you also bear a demon's mark. The demons of the red all have a mark that's only visible to them and other people in the know, and it is the pecking order in hell. But you can advance up or down. Aroltha's like all the way up fucking here, okay? And these guys, your guys are like normal run-of-the-mill dudes, people.
Is there anyone above his station?
Something
Arotha?
about
Not
calling
here, and you don't know
demons.
anything about it. Excuse yourself the fuck out of here and go talk to your spider.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, Bridget is not saying
Roger
any of
that.
this out loud.
Yeah. Well, in fairness,
This is all-
in fairness though, Troy, you wouldn't know.
Oh no, I was
Yeah.
just. I guess that was me metagaming. I'm sorry.
But as a metagame answer, unknown.
Unknown.
It is rumored no. It is rumored yes. Nobody knows.
Gotcha. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. So so anyway, they're speaking of their own rank, possibly
Okay.
yours as well, because you are ranked. You are a ranked
Yep.
competitor. Yeah.
Okay.
Where did Henry go again? Just wondering.
Henry's here. She's just bringing out food for
Yeah.
your guests. For Bridget, I guess, and Elpada. Bridget's the
Yeah.
only
What
one
are you?
here
What
now.
are you?
And
So
the
what are you?
hands.
What are you doing? What are you making with the food?
Oh, I'm not making anything. I'm just bringing out all of Darcian's food and like just laying it out. And now that Darcian is gone, she's gonna like twine a little bit of wind and like move all the pistachios and put them in some random container.
She's just like, is the funny water man your friend? Water person?
Yeah.
Why do you
Yeah.
do this to him?
Do what? He
Move all
said
his
that we
things.
could make ourselves
Like nuts
comfortable.
go in pencil cases. That's where they belong.
Yeah, he said to clean it up, you know. No.
Oh.
He said to make ourselves comfortable. And what better way to treat guests than with food? And
And living in filth.
and Bridget,
Bridget,
right?
yes. Yes.
We haven't met before.
No, hi.
Hi.
Pleasure. She like awkwardly offers to shake her hand.
Yes.
Your roommates?
I just crash here sometimes, I guess.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh no.
Like not with any benefits, right?
Oh no.
She's not
Oh, no.
asking that. She's just like, I don't know.
No, but one of your demons definitely.
I just sleep
Yeah.
here sometimes. I eat, you know, he just makes sure.
Yeah,
Make
your
sure
demon.
that I get
Your demon
fed.
is like,
They're fucking.
you-
Are they fucking? Find out if they're fucking.
his couch, you say.
Are you hungry, Elpada?
you see, she has the stuffed duck. And
I was
she's
just gonna
like,
say I
playing
put
with
the
it. Yeah.
stuffed duck. Ah, you beat me to
She's
it.
like
Yeah.
sitting there with it, and she's like, yes.
What would Darcian have in his home for food? Darcian
Ramen.
eats.
We know that all his hot dogs are burnt, so
Smart
probably
food
just ramen.
popcorn.
Yeah, not a
He
lot of
has
good
whatever
stuff.
a sock golem can make him in 6 seconds.
It's like microwave Chinese food.
He's just a college
Egg,
boy
crack.
That's
in
it.
diet. You know, that's what. Yeah,
Darcy
Darcian
with
eats
the,
like
frozen taquitos and like
Yes.
the frozen burritos. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
It's
just
like
gonna
Uncrustables, just a whole.
Uncrustables.
we're
Yeah.
just gonna
It's
mix that all
it's
together and make a nice pile of food.
All right,
It's
cool.
ramen that
While
cooks
you're
in
doing
3
that,
minutes, but it only
Istanbul,
takes
you
6
get
seconds.
to Istanbul, you get to Constantinople. The club is just starting to pick up.
I
Yeah,
just
you see
barge
it.
in the door very
So dumb.
unceremoniously and very
Yeah.
out of character. And normally I'm very calm and composed, and I am
Mhm.
breathing heavy because I was fucking sprinting. I
Aunt
was
May
literally
was-
trying to-
Spit leg.
Aunt May is
I was
like
punishing my
leaving
leg.
something, and she's like, "Oh, is
I
is
go-
everything,
I
is
go
everything
over
all right,
to-
dear?"
I go over to Aunt May and I say, Aunt May, I'm fine, but something came up and I will not be here tonight. Please forgive my absence. I can make
Certainly.
it up to you.
Yes, you take care. You take care of whatever it is you're taking care of. Take very good care of it, Istanbul. I'm sure it's very important.
Constantinople will go on without
So-
Istanbul.
So as she is saying this, man, she's speaking like a mom speaks to a child, where they know, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to like discern that. I'm trying to see if there's something more to it than that, or if
You
it just
can
seems
roll
like
if you
coincidence.
want to.
I would like to roll. So I have I have searching, seeing through deception, and sense or perceiving. Would any of those be?
Yeah, I'd let you use all of them to knock the difficulty down. So it's
Okay.
that would
In that
take it down
case,
like
so-
4, right?
Yeah, because I have a
Right.
total of +4 in all of those. So
And then you could use a perception to, if you wanted to,
okay, yeah.
use a
I'll
perception.
use one of those.
Benny.
I have two,
so
I
that
have
takes
two
it down
left if I use
5.
this.
Okay,
Or it takes me down to 2 because I moved 2 points. But yeah,
correct. No, but that
Okay.
takes one off of it. So your 4 skills plus 1 Benny take a 5 off the venture.
okay, perfect.
Correct.
So I'm going to go ahead and no magic here. I think one of the things that is my character's token is I don't use any magic against Aunt May in any way.
Okay.
I keep our relationship completely genuine.
Magic is the most genuine thing in the universe, though.
To you,
To everyone. This is the actuality, not the shadow, son.
but not everybody has magic.
All right. Roll it up, Troy.
Everybody has this. Anyhow, I got an
Also
8.
debatable.
I got an 8, so plus whatever from my Benny, or minus whatever from the difficulty rating.
You
I'm not sure how
know
that
Aunt
works.
May
Trust
pretty
it.
well. And she ain't she's not lying.
I know she's not lying, but I'm saying is that
Does she know more?
does she know more?
She
is this
probably
just a
does.
Typical
Yeah,
Aunt May.
she's like that.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
spider's your mom.
I look at her and my face kind of goes soft for a moment and I say thank you. And I turn and I look at everybody else who is in the bar right now and I yell really loud in my fucking scary booming voice and I say, if anybody gives Aunt May any shit or causes any problems, you will have hell to pay.
I'm gonna put this shriveled necrotic gimp leg so far up your ass.
It's gonna go in soft and come out hard. All right.
You won't
I
be
make-
able to come
I
back.
fucking
to
make eye
Constantinople.
contact with every motherfucker in this fucking
You-
club.
Every
You
single one?
put the fear of God in him.
And then I leave.
So
And then I run back. I sprint back. I'm like, I gotta beat my time here.
you get back, no problem. Meanwhile, the handsome cab deposits you where you were supposed to be dropped off.
Great. I'll wait till the cab kind of zooms off around a corner or whatever, and then I'll head back to the actual house we're supposed to be going to.
Sure.
Take a look at it at a distance, size it up, see what's going on here. You know, vislae houses can be tricky.
Okay. You go, and it is a very French Paris sort of vibe, 3-story walk up sort of place.
Tom Fucker is here for sure.
Would I have had the time
You hear
to-
as you
First
walk
floor.
past the first floor, you hear like, I love the circus.
Dude, imagine an actuality circus. Holy
Hold
Oh,
on
fuck.
now.
I don't think I have the
Cirque.
imagination for that.
That's
Cirque
the most
de,
mundane shit you've ever seen in your entire life.
Cirque de Saturine.
Cirque de fuckery.
Cirque de Saturine.
Thomas's
So
true form.
question. Would I have had enough time in the ride over to re-prepare spells? No,
Yeah.
right?
You
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
no. To re-prepare advanced spells, no. To take a rest to replenish your sortilege, yes.
Or points.
Okay.
And your sorcery.
I do. Yeah, I guess it's kind of cheating with as advance. I did take one of my minor magic as rapid read, which is read books in a minute as long as I'm holding them. And it does say that advances need to like read their journals and notes to like re-prepare spells. So
But it does
yeah.
say it takes an hour to prepare the spells,
Yeah, it
my
does.
friend.
All right, no worries. So I
Nice
still got the
try
other
there,
ones.
Power Game.
I'm trying.
On
Yeah,
the way
power
over, I
gamer me.
will-
Fucking power gamers.
I'm gonna put my conjured casement on. I cast conjured casement, and So I like conjure this like bone paste, and I like open the vessel, and then it like flows over my arms, underneath my clothes, until it like completely covers every inch of my body in like almost like this look like porcelain. Like
Nice.
Just in case I have to, I refresh.
You were with a
then.
very scary looking doll right now.
yeah,
Just
like
in case I need to,
bone white porcelain.
I refresh my charm on myself to make myself immune to hexes. I don't know what that means.
Sounds like it's a good thing.
Yeah, it seems like it.
All right, so I'll take that sorcery out. Okay. All right, I'm ready to rock.
I'm following you.
All right, so you
Did you see if he lives alone other than with Elpada?
you saw that
Any-
there was nobody else that you knew he was with.
Trust me, us fences aren't great at communal living.
Right. I am gonna look at my skills here, see if I got anything that will help.
I totally forgot about all of my fortes. Okay, hold on.
I assume there's gonna be some kind of security measure on this door, but I will go up and knock on it first. Just to see what
You know,
happens.
it's the damnedest thing. The door's open.
Oh no.
If only
just
you
open
could
when we
talk to
approach?
it.
Like, no, it's like kind of
Or
like
it opens
cracked,
up when we
and you go to knock on
Cracked
it and it just
open? Oh shoot.
I draw my sword.
okay.
And I will
I will draw my sword cane for all the good it will do.
The door draws its sword.
Yeah, if only Istanbul was here to talk to the door this time.
I was gonna say the doorknob goes, not, please go gentle.
But I'm a doorknob, sir. So you open the door, and it's dark inside. The lights.
All right, I am better at night, so hey. I will lead the way. I will walk in, I'll look around careful, I'll look down and up for any magic circles sort of thing.
Immediately
like
when you
trap
walk,
people.
you look down, you see just scattered papers and shit on the floor.
Yep, somebody got here before us. They might. I'm gonna listen for a minute. Do I hear movement?
No.
All right, I'm gonna go about clearing room by room.
You find
Should
that
I
the-
sooth in here or no?
Should you what? I'm sorry.
Sooth?
I'll do the sooth. Do another sooth deck card.
That's up to you. I was
I would
wondering
say
if
for
that's
now,
like a-
no. Let's leave it.
Okay.
I should have asked you when the door opened, but I forgot to, so leave it. It's fine.
All good.
You find that the room, the place has been tossed, basically. It's a 2-bedroom apartment, a lot of books. It was like a roll top desk that's like knocked over and opened, and like paper and everything's like all over the place. His bedroom was very, very sparse. Just a bed and a nightstand and like wardrobe. Just a bunch of tweed suits. Lots and lots of tweed suits. Elpada had a room. Also, just a small bed, a couple toys, nothing. Also, seemingly kind of nondescript.
I'm gonna glare at Darcian like you had to stop at the library.
I don't think they came here after the attack, although I guess they could have.
Well, it's gonna be hard to find out now, though I guess we should take a few items back to Istanbul, perhaps. I'm gonna look around for some poignant looking items that look like they got some things to say.
That's a great idea. And I touched the side of my head.
She finds a
And
magic 8-ball.
my orb begins spinning a little more like off axis and then like kind of spins a little strangely in my head. And I'm going to expend one of the charges of my orb to enhance my senses.
Okay.
It gives me +1 die to perception for until the next sunset.
Nice.
So
Okay. I will say, both of you give me a perception roll to find some stuff.
Well, I've got some ideas about specific things I want to bring. I'll give you.
What
a
are you
roll, too.
looking for, Fray? We'll start there.
I was thinking like I'm gonna bring his pillow from his bedroom because when people like lay awake in bed, whatever's heavy on their minds, they tend to think about.
Nice thought. Okay.
I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna take maybe something from the shower because shower thoughts. That's a good place for thinking. Like maybe the whole shower
Jesus.
curtain.
You're just gonna get this guy's spank bank is what you're gonna
I
get.
know. Bed,
Okay,
shower.
please.
Okay.
He's advanced. I don't even know that they do that.
Probably more than you think.
Yeah, if any of the orders do.
Are
it's
all
right.
advances
If any
in
of the
it?
orders
It's
are
like
freaky,
Istanbul's
it's the-
gonna get a lot of erotic math talk out of the fucking shower curtain.
It's like equations about like the perfect angles for just
Erotic math.
69. Okay.
It's math about
all the
curvature
numbers
of
are
the
just
ass.
69 and 420, and it's just
Everything adds up to
this is
69.
fancy humor.
Yeah, all right. We're such
All right, so-
fucking idiots.
Leave
Okay.
the
I also
crusty
have-
sock where it is.
I'll take a few of his like pens and quills, pens, writing implements too.
Okay.
In his office.
You see
That's a
Fray
good one.
grabbing all this shit. What are you doing, Darcian?
I have searching 1, so do I get +1 to this roll too?
You get yes. So
Or it
yeah,
reduces the
Yeah.
venture by 1?
yeah. And you can
Okay.
add a perception Benny to it if you want to.
Okay, so I did that, so that way it's 2 lower,
Yep.
and I rolled a 6.
Cool. You find the journal.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
Fucking nerd.
Good reading material for the way back.
Yep.
And the other thing, I do want to grab something from Elpada's room.
Okay.
Sparse as it is, I'd like
Just
to.
toys?
Yeah, I'd like
The
to take a
most
look and
loved
just
stuffy.
see. Yeah,
There's
what's the most worn looking item in here?
A really, really worn stuffed tiger.
Aw,
Grabbing it.
Okay.
that's her little confidant right there.
Okay. Darcian is done, and sheepishly they walk back into the room with Fray, just looking a little, maybe a little regretful that they stopped at the library. But they're holding a new journal now, so they actually look ecstatic.
Okay.
Are you moping and nerding out about your book right now?
I feel as though I owe you an apology, but I did find a journal, so that's really great.
Right.
I'm reading it
Let's
as we
get outta
speak.
here.
I'll let you know if there's anything good in it. And like it's not open. They're just holding it. I'm reading it as we speak.
Maybe go grab some clothes for Elpada. She might need to stay with us for a while.
Oh, that is a terrifying concept. Good idea though.
Grabs the kid.
This nerd. All right. After I grab my choice items, I also feel like I don't want to linger here either.
Sure. It's getting late anyway, so
Get the fuck out.
you guys get the fuck out. You find another cab back to campus. I would say probably, Fray, you would probably want to go like around the other side of campus and then sneak back to Darcian's place. Just to
she
see,
takes me away. I've never been, and I'm like,
Yeah.
where are we going?
just to throw off any potential followers, which you keep an eye out. You don't really see any, or at least you don't think you do. And you get back to find Istanbull back guarding the door, a little bit out of breath, and you
Little
walk in,
sweaty.
and all your shit's just rearranged, and Elpada is laughing as Henry's like rearranging all your food, and Bridget is just looking on. And,
She's just sitting on the floor chilling.
yep.
They're just eating Cheese Whiz right out of the can right now.
Yeah, somehow
Bring it in the hand.
somehow Bridget has the
Get 'em.
pistachios now, but she's eating them out of a mug. Like
Mm.
Henrietta's
Oh.
got a handful of ramen
Oh.
noodles, just wet ramen noodles.
Elpada.
Cheese
Oh,
Whiz.
did you read the book on the way over?
Yes. The journal?
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
So, a lot of it's just normal shit
Normal
Mhm.
nerd
of
shit.
his life, right? His
Mhm.
studies, the cute barista that he wants to talk to, but he doesn't have the nerve to.
She's a bagel mage, so
She's
it's
a bagel
Bagel
mage.
mage.
He's,
Bagel
he's
mage.
intimidated by the power of her bagel magery.
Everyone knows. Otter Poet said it in chat.
Yeah.
Listen,
Bagel mages.
Well, because
are
you
no
start
joke.
you
They're
start
serious.
making the
want-
clean
hey.
bagels, and then you go up to like poppy seed, and then like the
Yeah.
everything bagel is like the most advanced level
Yeah.
Right.
of bagel magery.
Majoring.
you just want
She's a
that schmear.
jalapeno. She's a jalapeno
Just wants that
Asiago
schmear.
bagel, man.
Ooh.
So
Damn,
such that
you
sort
a
of stuff.
jalapeno Asiago, baby?
So
Ew.
splintered in.
That's what Darcian asks Bridget. I only have one bagel left, but it's jalapeno Asiago. So are you a jalapeno Asiago kind of lady? Or?
She would have no fucking clue what that is.
I'm just staring at Darcian while this is happening. Like,
No. So anyway, the journal. Yeah.
So it also interspersed with all the normal everyday life shit is notes about Elpada. And they're not like sciencey notes, but they're more like his he's very worried that he's her caretaker.
Yep.
He's extremely worried that he's not up to the task of something so important.
So it's me and Henri.
And he's very, 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 very worried that something will happen to her.
Does it seem like he loved her?
Yes.
Not that I would know unless Darcian
He tries very hard not to love her. And you see this in his notes, because he's actually noting to himself, like, this is ridiculous. I shouldn't be feeling this way with her being what she is. But I can't help loving her as a little girl. But he also is terrified because if something happens to her, there will be repercussions for the entire actuality.
So, okay. Wow, that's wild. Okay, I was going to say I have both magic lore and language. So I was going to say, like, if there's any reading between the lines I could be doing about, because you said, like, what, given what she is, you know what I mean? Like, if I could have gotten any other context clues.
Give it to him.
I'm going to make you roll for that, bro.
Yeah, that's fair. So,
Yeah.
but -2 because of those skills. Is that right?
Yep.
And then can I use an intellect,
You may.
Benny? So
Yep.
-3.
You can even put some
Adventure.
sortilege into it if you want to really go fucking crazy.
Yeah, like sortilege, kind of
Do
like
it.
the
Sortilege
magic
adds
is
another
flipping
die, too.
pages.
Yep.
It's flipping pages and like highlighting certain words.
Get crazy,
Um,
get wild.
All right. Wow. Okay. So this is -4, 2 die.
Mhm.
And the colorful one is the magic die. So if I get a 0 on it, which
Don't
I didn't,
fucks up. All right.
I got a 0 on my normal die, but I got
That's
an
okay.
8 on my
Perfect. All right.
sortilege
So you he doesn't ever quite come out and say like what Elpada is, or
Understandable.
you know,
That would be foolish.
nothing's like concrete, but he talks a lot of cards ideas. And somehow strangely in reference to her.
Yeah. What is she the living embodiment of? What is the thought that she is the living embodiment of? Is now like what
He never
Darcian
says.
is.
But
Yeah, that is what he's
yeah.
at though right now. Or
Mhm.
that's what they're at. That's what they're
Mhm.
putting together. It actually, in Darcian's mind, they're putting a lot of threads together about their own personal research, and they're seeing how they're falling into this line of Vances who are like
Mhm.
in this weird fringe of research.
and
my
because
own-
of that, and because of your goal, I will say take a joy.
yes,
Because you're learning something and you're
Oh.
getting closer to your goal.
Hell yeah.
yeah, I think so. Personal hypothesis time. I think that Elpada and her sisters are echoes, mirrors of the same being. Much like I believe Darcian has echoes and beings. Like we know that they're on other suns, right? That there are others
Modalities.
of you, modalities of you. But it's just reinforcing a prime element of it. You know what I mean? Like that's where Darcian said that.
Okay.
Is he saying any of this? Is he's like freaking out?
Yeah, I think. Well, I think he wouldn't say they wouldn't say any of this in front of Elpada. They would wait until maybe Elpada goes down to sleep to talk to all of you about what they've read and everything. But for the moment, no.
Okay. It's late by the time you get back, by the way, too. It is absolutely like approaching midnight.
Before they get back,
Mhm.
can I ask Elpada something?
Sure.
Like while me and Bridget are alone and Empada's like,
Absolutely.
eating or playing with her.
Yep. Her
I'm
duck.
just gonna stare at her for a little bit, and then I'm gonna ask her if she knows what I'm looking for.
Do you know what I'm looking for? Still child.
She kind of looks at you. Like again, in her eyes, like when she stares at you, she stares like right right into you. And she's like, someone like me. But they're hiding. Because they're very afraid of what could happen to everyone.
Do you know them?
We all know them.
Like everyone?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
only the very lucky ones. Some unlucky ones don't know.
I think I know something.
Unfortunately, we're not there, Fray.
I know. I think I figured something out. Fuck.
Okay. Thank you.
The hand just pops through a wall and just gives you a thumbs up.
I'm gonna blow one of my runes onto her, and it's a protective +1 rune.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see you.
That was all I wanted to ask her.
All right.
I understand nothing.
With that, everyone is back together.
When Darcian walks in and sees the place, they definitely kind of just like eyes, like rub their eyes, their forehead.
I'm gonna
And
point
they-
at Bridget.
Yeah. And you know what?
Why do you live like this, Darcian?
For a second, they look at Bridget, who's just sitting on the floor near Elpada and like eating snacks, pistachios out of a mug.
Yeah.
But because of the excitement of this journal and like their brain just going nuts, they get over it quickly and they just look and just say, Henri, I'm going to chalk this one up to the hand, but I've asked you to clean, and this is how you forget it. It's too exciting. Give me a moment. And Darcy kind of just like runs over to their bookshelves.
Bridget just looks at Fray, what happened?
We found the address. I decided that we shouldn't waste any more time. We should go directly there to check in case we had competitors and they beat us there. Either they tossed the place while Johannes,
Johannes,
Jesus.
Johannes,
While Johannes was headed here to give his speech, or they made it there right after the attack. Tossed his place. They were looking for something. Didn't find anything of particular notice, but I did bring back a few possessions.
Elpada sees the tiger and she's like,
Take a look.
Hobbs!
Calvin and Hobbs. Aw.
Excellent. Oh, wait, is Darcy holding the tiger still? Oh, I'm so sorry. Right, yes. And
she just like grabs it. Thank you so much.
Darcy would like to make deep
when
eye
she
contact.
she touches your hand as you grab the tiger, as she grabs the tiger from you. It's kind of inadvertent, but your orb thrums.
Oh.
Thrum in your orb.
Thrum in your orb,
Yeah.
baby. And there's like a harmonization with her, I guess is the best way I can put it.
We've talked about how Darcian's appearance changes, like the watery appearance changes when these things happen. At the moment, because they're so excited, it's like a babbling brook that's just running like crazy. And the second this thrum happens, though, like it just stops and it's a ripple from their forehead through their body.
Nice.
And the ripple just, and like they just pause. And they're just staring at this child. And they kind of fall back, break contact with the hand. Don't say a word. Just stand up and just slow, like they were excitedly walking and wandering. Now they are slowly pacing.
Oh no, as everyone turns to chat.
Oh shit. Sorry guys. We're falling apart in the Zoom chat, but it's fine.
Zoom
It's
chat is
fine.
always fucked up.
That
Like,
should
let's
that
start
should
there.
be
There should be a
eventually,
Patreon reward. We'll copy
someday
and
when we have a
paste.
Patreon reward.
I
stage.
The
actually
Zoom-
save all of our
chat.
chats.
The Zoom
Yeah,
chat,
yeah,
yeah.
really?
The Zoom
Zoom
chats,
What?
Zoom chats
Yes,
should
yes.
absolutely be a Patreon tier thing. Absolutely. That was right.
Oh boy.
Okay, so back to stuff. So she gets Hobbs. You feel that. Yeah. What do you want
Orb
to do?
is pacing, totally normal.
The orb is being pondered.
Yep.
When they get back, Bridget will like put down the mug, walk up, and walk over to Fray and kind of like motion her over to the side.
I'll go with Bridget.
And she's like, "So, while you were gone, we had a conversation." And Fray would immediately know Bridget is talking
We.
about the royal, we.
The royal we.
We want her protected.
Interesting.
So, whoever or whatever she is so important that should she remain protected, we might be promoted among the ranks. I don't know what her relation is to us or the Red, but she's
When's
that
that
important
child?
to that group as well. Like
Well, children are creative and destructive.
True. It was just a surprise. Because they don't normally, 50-50 shot, but this was a unanimous roiling.
I know you favor your left hand generally, but what would you say about maybe summoning a celestial and getting some input from the other side, just to see if we're at odds or in agreement? Would be interesting.
I can try. I haven't since we were in school and had to learn both sides of the coin.
Oh, come on. You were top of your class even before I dropped out.
Yes, well, that was. I wouldn't even know what to offer a celestial.
Darcian is watching.
That doesn't make it any better, Fray.
It's your chance to shine. I'm sure maybe they'll want that cheese whiz or perhaps those socks.
Christian, can I roll something as a goetic to try
Wait, I have an idea.
Oh,
I think I know. I did pay attention in a few of my classes. I'm gonna grab some paper and see if like Darcian has any different colored highlighters or gel pens or any such shit about.
Color coordinating? Yeah. Hell yeah, he does.
Yeah. And I'm gonna see if Elpada's interested in
100%.
drawing a picture. Anything she wants. I feel like a celestial would be interested in a child's drawing.
That is wholesome and terrifying coming from Alfred.
So at this point, Istanbull walks back in the room, and he kind of closes the door and locks it behind him, and just stands and kind of props his back up against the door, and he's just kind of watching everybody and seeing what's happening.
Everything all right outside, Istanbul?
I don't acknowledge what you said. I'm kind of spacing.
Yeah. Right. Deaf.
It's because I'm looking through the door behind me.
while Fray is seeing if she can get Elpada to draw, Bridget is going to kind of like compose herself and then walk over towards where Darcian is.
Mm-hmm.
And just I'm so sorry to bother your reading.
No
Is-
bother.
Is there somewhere here that might be safe for me to make a summoning circle?
So many.
For just to
Just split your whole bed up and lean it against the wall. You know how we do this.
He has an orb room.
Fray and I had
Henry, my orb room is very personal.
You do
But I
something
suppose-
in the bottom of the bathtub.
but no, honestly, I suppose that, yeah, for the most part, we talked about how I only have like 3 rooms, right? Like it's like
Mhm.
this like central open loft kind of design for like a living room / kitchen, which is where like Henry is most of the time. I have a library / bedroom, and then yeah, I have my ponder my orb room, and that is like the least stuff in it because I want it as empty as possible, like an echo chamber for thoughts, for magic, for everything. I look at Bridget and Darcy and says, I suppose you can use my echo chamber.
You
My-
call it the orb room.
Yes, yes.
I mean, I'll be casting a protection circle. I don't want anything to happen to anything.
Do you mind if I observe? I very rarely get to.
I told you Darcian would be watching.
I very rarely get to interact with the Goetica, so I just was entirely up to you. If
No, of course, that's fine.
this is great, thank you so much. Give me a moment. I'm just going to grab a few things, take some notes.
Of course, I need time anyway. And she's like,
And now it's funny because Darcian's interested in this from an academic perspective, but they're just like, do you need anything? Can I get you anything? What do you need for your preparations? Can I?
and she'll start just like listing off a couple of the basic things that she normally would have at home.
Now, would I have any of this, Christian?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
It's
Okay.
nothing crazy. It's like chalk, some salt,
Candles.
different incense type things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're trying to
Candle.
specifically summon a celestial, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Some
Please.
essential oils.
Please, pumpkin spice candle, please.
No, Darcy's definitely one of those like very abstract names for a candle
Ooh,
scent that
nice.
like it doesn't make any sense, but like
Love it.
they swear there's a connection. Okay, yeah, so they're gonna go grab whatever you need, Bridget.
Okay, and then Bridget will go to the orb room and start drawing her circle.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
you were asking Elpada to draw something.
Yeah, I kind of
Okay.
set the coloring implements in the paper down, and I say, hey, Potter, I know it's been a kind of harrowing day, but I was wondering if maybe you wanted to draw anything that you were feeling.
Okay. Rainy, let's flip a card. I think it's card flipping time.
You got it, boss. What's the GM for Invisible Sun called? Do they have a cool name?
No, I don't think they do. Do they? I think it's just GM, to be honest with you. Oh, that doesn't look good. Whispering Lover. Oh, shit. That's pretty cool.
What's happening in the orb room?
Yeah.
Oh my
You guys have a
God.
moment in the orb room.
Whispering lover.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so
Everything's
Darcian,
coming up,
I'm just
Bridget.
gonna fucking go with this shit. You're like,
I actually have a note on my thing about if I ever got close to Bridget, so let me know when you're ready to go.
proceed.
Fray.
I'm just gonna say you're
We're
beginning
really
like
making that for that Patreon tier worth it someday.
normally you don't notice these things, and but you're watching Bridget like draw this this thing, and you're like, oh, she's doing a really good job with that magic. She really knows what she's doing. This is
Competence
she's
is very sexy.
competence. This is
For sure.
And
Yeah.
Darcian being Darcian would also definitely notice that the eyes have been flickering between all 4 colors that they have noticed on her. So
Yes.
it's her standard blue, a pink, an orange, and a yellow. And it's just been like boom, 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 as she's like heavily focusing on this.
She can freehand a perfect fucking circle.
She can, yeah.
Yeah. Darcian is definitely taking notes on just the
And
summoning.
you like circles, orbs? Like
Yeah, exactly. But
She can
yeah,
freehand
it's
an
a fine ass orb.
they're taking notes on the actual summoning runes and like script and things like that. But what happens is they're more just watching her work is impressive. 1, 2, just for the whispering lover part of it. At one point, Darcian is moving to hand Bridget something she needs and notices her very burnt hands. And as they are handing something over, and their hands being made of water,
Oh my god!
as
I didn't even think about this.
as they touch, just kind of like it's almost like the water is like circulating around her finger, like he doesn't hand something to her, he grabs her hand, or they grab her hand, and their hands look like it's almost like a washing over of hers to try and like wash the burns away, or and then like it's like a cooling, like it almost looks like the beginning of like freezing, you know what I mean, like their hands maybe get cold. They're just like their hyper focus on your burnt hands is being reflected in their hands trying to do what they think would help, right?
She just like is kind of like staring, and like some of the ash ends up in the water of your fingers.
Yeah.
They've always been like that. It's a remnant from shadow. It doesn't hurt. They're just like that. My feet are the same, just ashy and burnt.
I see. Well, if they ever do hurt, this old orb, and they tap their forehead like their temple.
Nerd.
I've unlocked some of its power. I can, if they do ever hurt, I can help.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Aw. Sarah, Bridget
I'll
gets
let
a
you get
joy.
She does. Where's the little joy tick
You were
box?
giddy as a schoolgirl.
Where's the tick box on the stupid thing? Yeah, fucking check that off. There's one thing.
Meanwhile, you give the blank sheet of paper to Elpada, and she takes it, and she begins to draw. And it's a child's drawing with stick figures, but as she draws, there's an island, and on the island there's like a box, and the box, there's a stick figure with like curly hair because it's a woman, and it's opening this box and making kind of like a scared face, and someone like a stick figure is like jumping out of it with golden eyes because it's Elpada.
Oh, jeez, that's so much worse. Oh, Amber,
It is
you're
not
muted,
equipped
by the
to
way.
that box.
This is like a
Pulsing-
Pandora's box sort of thing here now.
And you said
Wait,
Elpada
but,
is coming out of
Elpada
it?
came out of it.
Yeah.
She's a bridge between the two worlds. The
Which two?
actuality in the shadow.
But
Oh.
but she has two sisters. There's three of her, plus parents.
And the
They're-
pale.
They're just planar bridges.
Perhaps.
I mean,
Perhaps they're a bridge to each of the planes.
How many sons
There's
are
a
there?
lot more than just the three of them, though.
Well, you know
And
what I think whenever
Istanbul
there's
knows
three-
this because he can smell it.
What does she smell like? A bridge.
So,
You know, three's in the feminine, but like she's a little young to be like a maiden figure. They're usually like
Teenagers.
12-ish, like preteen, like
Yeah.
just before.
Oh, I imagined her. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, she's a little young to be
Bro, I bet
goddess thing.
Bridget's,
I don't know.
I bet Bridget's fucking dude, like the head guy, I bet he wants to eat this lady.
A
He wants to
Rosa
eat
or
this
whatever.
little kid. He wants to eat this
The
kid.
demons wanted her protected.
Yeah.
So...
They
Or
want to
the
eat
big
in
dude
front
so
of
he
her.
can eat. Yeah.
I'll ask
Something like
Elpada
that.
about the drawing. I'll be like, who's the
He
the
wants
person
that
with the
enchilada.
curly hair?
that's a nice lady.
The nice lady.
Yeah.
Oh, who let her go when she was being held? The mystery lady who starts with a P. Okay, I'm following.
P maybe. Pandora?
Probably P. Diddy.
P Diddy. That seems more like
P.
it.
Diddy. Could be Pandora. P. Diddy. Definitely P.
Do
Diddy.
you remember about where you were being held? Was it a box? Do you remember what it was like inside?
Dark. And cold.
Was there anything cold?
Dry.
Was there anything to do?
Very, very dry. No.
Do you always remember being there, or were you put there?
I don't remember not being there.
Well, you're not there anymore.
Yes. And it's good. I'm here with you now.
Yes. You know,
And she looks at you, and those golden eyes just look
oh God, my turn.
right fucking into you. And you again feel like she's seeing your soul. And she just stares at you and she says to you, "You starting to forget her." But
It's a little past. Little past starting.
don't worry. You can't ever really forget the most important things that she gave you. You're right to be mad, but they can't take everything that you're afraid they're going to take away from you.
Will you remember something about her for me?
I don't know that I can. I only can see that what was there isn't anymore for you. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Others might
Yeah.
be able to.
She used to like to sing.
The
You'll
one-
remember that for me.
I will remember that for you. The one your friend is looking for might be able to remember.
The one my friend is looking for. Does she mean the angel that's about to get summoned? What?
you ask her.
Who's which
Your
which
friend.
friend?
The silly one with the stars.
Definitely Istanbul.
No.
With the scars?
With
You
the
said
stars.
Silly
With the
one.
stars.
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 Talk about Henri.
Stars. Yeah, I was talking about Henri.
stars. Okay, stars.
Stars, yes.
Because I'm full of constellations
She's a constellation.
Oh,
So cool.
and like one black hole.
I will kind of glance toward Henrietta, who I've not really given more than this body is here sort of thought to this whole time. hadn't thought of that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And she touches you, like on the hand, like a little child pat pat. And when she does, you also feel like, you know what? You're gonna get these motherfuckers.
I'm gonna get him. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I'm sure of it now. Okay.
All right. Back to the summoning circle. Preparations are prepared. So what are you gonna do?
She just needs the drawing.
Yeah.
So once she has everything set, she's done a protection. Yeah, she'll do a protective circle. And that way it'll be she'll be able to summon the entity inside of the protective circle.
Level? Yes. What level celestial are you hoping to summon? Because my understanding is you can try.
I can get to up to level 3.
Yep.
I have a potion that I offer Bridget.
The higher level, the better. If we want to put a lot of juice into this, because we need somebody who knows things, you know?
Darcian comes back with a glass of water for Bridget, and then also a vial with a very blue, almost like neon blue liquid in it. And they say, These aren't easy to these are not easy to distill, and alchemy is not my
Violet
strength.
blue Caraco.
Yeah, Curacao. Yeah, it's just it's just
Gonna
like
make a blue Hawaiian.
yeah,
And you
exactly.
gotta
It's, just like it's a rum drink. Just shoot it down. No, it's literally called the blue potion. It will give you 3 Benny to intellect and 1 Benny to sorcery. I don't know if that's helpful to you.
Fuck?
Yeah, it's one of my ephemera.
Shit, I have to
Bro.
fucking.
She can
reread.
only use one Benny at a time right now, so it won't help her that much.
I
Okay,
think
all
you
right.
can summon entities more powerful than just your level, if I'm correct, though.
No,
And
no,
then
no.
something could go horribly wrong.
I am only in the first of the order, so I can only summon up to level 3.
Okay.
Okay,
Um,
so
Fair enough.
okay.
Hashtag newbies in our order, Sarah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm only 2nd rank. I don't know if anybody else.
But
got-
you only
I'm also
could
second rank.
Heck yeah, Henry. You're
Yeah.
cool. That's why you're my roomie.
Does
At
that
least
mean you're
count
more
me.
stoic than I am?
I switched to empath.
Oh, okay.
And we're both
Yeah.
empaths.
Yeah,
Me
I
and
switched to
Henry.
empath.
It
Yeah.
actually just
But-
means you're more weaver than me, not more.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
so,
right. I'm more weaver than you.
you begin your incantations, and you're going for a 3rd level.
Yep.
Okay.
Did anyone give Istanbul those items to look at or no?
I'm about to do that the next time we
Okay.
talk.
Let's handle this, then we'll do that. Okay.
Yeah.
So she
Oh, I'm fucking ready.
puts the art down where it should be, slowly lights each of the candles, and she kind of motions for Darcy to sit down like nearby, but like not too close to the circle, just in case. Because it's been a long time since she summoned a celestial and does not know how they will respond to her.
With violent singing.
Yeah, and
Just
how
him.
So it's not going to sing the Carmina Burana about you? Like, we like fresh cheese.
what?
What was the thing that Ashley sent us with? It's like,
Oh god, fucking salsa cookies. I don't
Salsa
remember what it's actually
cookies.
called now.
Yeah, it's the Carmina Burana, but that's the actual
Salsa
name
cookies.
of it.
Yeah.
Salsa cookies.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have her watch this, but just to give her the timestamp for the shout out anyway. Yeah, and so she will try and summon a level 3 celestial with the intent of because I only have the 4 types of summoning, with the intent of counsel, so for advice regarding this child.
Council. So you're gonna probably go for council, right?
That's what I said. Yes, she's going for counsel.
Okay. So
I
you
have
light the
no idea how this works.
light the candles.
Yep.
Yeah, we're winging it, baby.
We're
And,
doing it live.
I know something shit is like it's not half as hard as making shit. So
No.
yeah,
there's
making
that.
shit
Oh.
is awful. So
For the record, if you need to roll, Bridget, you get +1 because I'm close. Don't
Yeah, I
forget.
know. I get plus
So
one.
so you get
Yay.
+2. So really, it's +2
Yeah.
then.
Wait, why is it
Because-
+2?
Oh, never mind. No, the card doesn't do anything. The potion you gave you bennies. You could use one of the
Yep.
bennies if you wanted to,
Raise it, yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
use this one for
definitely.
your Benny.
because you have to spend 3 just to raise it, and you could probably add another one to make it easier. I would say. I'm gonna just say that. Fuck it.
I think that's right. I think when you
Yeah.
cast a spell, you can spend another
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
to make it easier.
So
to
I
do it.
spend 3 of my sorcery to do this.
Okay.
Is that correct?
You spend 3 to do the incantation to bring the guy, person, angel, and then you
And I'll
can spend another one to
I'll
knock
spend one
another
more
to the venture.
from. Yep, I'll spend the other one from the drink.
Roll.
Okay. Oh god. All right. So okay, it's 2 dice.
Yeah, why not? Sounds good.
Sorry, I'm genuinely not sure how this works.
Neither am I.
Cool. For flux related purposes, do they both count as magic dice?
No, just one.
Just one? Okay. So pink will be the magic die.
Okay.
So I rolled a 1 on the pink and a 6 on the other.
Okay. So you begin to cast this. You begin your incantations, and you're like, it feels strange, and your friends are not happy. So there's a lot of internal.
Yeah,
like,
she warned them beforehand, like, look, I know this is gonna be awkward, but
Mhm.
this is to help the girl.
but they're like they're not happy with you
Yeah, I know.
as you're doing this, and you feel nauseous because you have to say some things you don't like to say that kind of go against the way you feel, and and as it happens, though, you feel like the candles begin to gutter and poof and blow like a candle in the wind, and a mist arises in the circle and swirls and swirls and swirls, and eventually it kind of fills the whole room and then dissolves. And standing in the middle, actually like floating in the middle of the room, is a very pudgy little green character with a tremendous, like very nice, flashy silver suit. On the suit are all sorts of runes, like chasing its lining. Beautiful runes that kind of shift and all in silver, shift and change. He's got little platform shoes on. Within the platform shoes, they're clear. There's little 20-sided dice in the platform shoes. And he has 4 eyes, 2 sets of eyes, 1 and 2. They're golden eyes, but on each set, he has a pair of amber sunglasses. And he's just looking at you.
Hello.
Hello.
I call upon you seeking counsel.
I am Elton. How may I help?
Oh no.
I can't believe you did this. Okay. This is
Amazing.
in regards to a little girl of unknown origin. I wish to know.
Say Elton, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I wish to know any information you can offer on her and how we can best keep her safe. And she like kind of holds out the drawing.
You must convince us first. We see the mark on you.
I know. But we want her protected as well. So though we come
I'm
from
going to
different
say you're
places,
going to
my
have to
intention-
roll to convince him of that.
Okay, but you did say
Can I
they
help?
did want her safe. I will roll, but they did want her safe.
I know, but he don't know that.
Okay.
I'm still here too, right? As Darcian.
Yeah, so she
You might
still
have
gets the
more
plus one.
information.
Yeah, and I if I'm allowed to speak out of turn, they would say something along the lines of, she was in the care of a Vance. It appears that this child is important to all of the orders, and apparently on many of the suns, we are coming together to try and do what's best.
Give me,
So-
give me a roll. It's 1 to the venture. Excuse me, on its own because you're close to Darcian.
And can I use so I actually have an enhancement to my interaction.
Okay.
And I would like to use a Benny on that. So
Oh,
that
yeah?
brings it down by 2 more. So I'm down by 3.
You automatically succeed in that case. No need to roll.
Oh shit.
This is just a level 3 dude.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So but let me just
Oh,
jot
nice.
down that I am down to
More honey sticks, huh?
Yep. Just mainlining honey.
yeah, and so she kind of explains like though we are from different circles, our intentions are the same in that we wish this little girl protected and kept safe.
Very well. What can you tell me of the girl first?
She's called Elpada. If that is her name in reality or not, we do not know. Every time you look at her, she looks different. You know she is a little girl, but her appearance is constantly shifting. She was attacked and was a group called Amber. It was the Hollow ones.
The Hollow Men.
Hollow Men. A group called the Hollow Men tried to take her
Hmm.
from her caretaker.
Well, that is most concerning.
You
The
know
Hollow Men are bad cats. Baby. Do you know about them?
Not much, no, other than encountering them the once.
Well, they're mortals, and mortals tend to believe silly things sometimes. And these mortals believe that all existence is pain, which is understandable, but they want to erase that pain
Istanbul grabs his leg.
by erasing existence.
Foolish.
Oh,
You could say they have a grudge against our creator. So if they're after this girl of yours, I would say that she must be very important.
Are you insinuating that she is tied to legacy?
She could be. Do you have anything of the girl you could show me?
Does Darcian happen to have anything else from?
You got the drawing.
Oh, we do have the drawing.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. So, Bridget, she drew this tonight.
Apparently, the woman was
and-
her caretaker.
Yes,
Hmm.
she was freed from a box.
He kind of leans in and he looks at it, and you see all four of his eyes kind of like open up. He goes, "It's poor thing. It seems to me she lived her life like a candle in the wind." But you
This
must
is why I
protect her.
summon demons.
You must protect her at all costs.
This is why I summoned demons.
Far less lethal with their puns.
I love the idea that
Honestly, though-
angels are just unbearable.
I was gonna say though, honestly though,
Stubborn.
it might have been Elton, whether it was a demon or a Let's be real. Let's be
Just
real.
a different
Yeah.
song, different Elton songs that I.
Yeah,
Flavor.
yeah.
Um,
I think it's going to be a long, long time, guys.
You must ask yourself: is the girl a girl? Or is she something more than a girl?
well, clearly,
Because if
she's
the
more.
Hollow Men want to get rid of her, then it must be very important for her to get rid of. They wouldn't just kill a girl. But if that girl were to, say, represent something, and that something were to no longer be around, well, then we wouldn't have a conception of it, then would we?
So she represents something that they are against.
Or that they want to not see here anymore.
Bridget,
They've been
you touch
successful
the girl?
before. You just don't remember the things that are gone.
And she glances towards Darcy and no, I haven't. Why?
perhaps you should. But also, when I handed her the tiger and she touched my hand, my orb, it reacted, and a feeling of intense, I don't want to mislabel it, but almost hope or renewed fervor for my personal goals just washed over me. This girl, she could be that powerful.
That doesn't surprise me then. And she looks back to Elton. Is there something in particular that we can do to keep her safe? I think all 5 of us are in on protecting her now.
Well, don't let her get her. Don't let them get her.
That was the plan.
Good plan.
Fucking Elton. Fucking Elton.
Elton. Thanks a lot, Elton.
Is there
Yeah.
any last warning or advice you could give us before you go?
Trying so hard to think of an Elton John song right now that applies to this situation, but I can't. If she is more than, well, I think we all know she's more than a girl. If she is, she should be very, very hard to detect. So that's a good thing for you. It's very, very possible, because this is what happened before with the Hollow Men, that they don't find what it is that they seek to destroy. They find the people who are guarding it.
Right.
If they
My
don't
friend did
know
mention
where
that.
you are or that you're guarding the girl, she should be very safe. Or, and usually I don't say this, you could just go kill the fuckers. Because really they're dead already. But that's up to
Oh
you.
my gosh, this is why she was in the box. So nobody could find her because she was alone.
Hmm.
Do you know where the Hollow Men are? Where they're from?
Unfortunately, their leader, well, we don't know anything about them. Because we can't, you see. Remember how I told you that if there's a conception of something, it can be destroyed and we forget all about it?
Yes.
Their leader did that to themselves.
So nobody knows who their leader is anymore, or ever was?
If it's destroyed all the conception of itself, and for all intents and purposes, doesn't exist. You can't find it with magic. It has some names, but they're not their names. Names, as you know, Mr. Vance, are important.
Incredibly.
So,
Also elusive.
the ones that follow, call it the Bornless one. Bornless, 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 the Bornless one. Or just not. But as they advance in the order, they do something called crossing the abyss. Once they cross the abyss, their adepts give up everything that they are. And just become an extension of the Bornless one. Essentially, they erase themselves from existence. As they wish to do the whole of the actuality.
Even without knowing where their leader is there a location where some of them may be so that we may gather some of their information?
Have you been in this room, Fray? No.
No.
Okay.
I don't think we would have necessarily like locked it behind us, but I guess to protect it, like, you know, anyway,
Bridget
that's
would
on
have at least
Bridget.
closed the door.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They're
Because-
having a moment. I'm gonna leave them all in there.
Hey,
Also,
so
because she
I'm
wants
still
to
very
protect
aware.
the child.
I'm still very aware of what's going on outside, if anything, because
Okay.
I'm
Nothing's
viewing-
going on
looking
outside.
through it.
everything's
Um,
cool.
Is it raining yet?
You don't know because the outside door is a hallway.
Excellent.
What the
Is
fuck?
it
Then I
raining in
wouldn't
the
do
hallway?
Do my knees tell me that it's raining?
Yes, your knee is achy.
Yes.
Darcian
Okay.
has one last question.
Sure.
60% chance of rain.
Would so
Yes.
erasing the concept of something at that level, the level of almost true name or, you know, representation of a concept, removes all understanding, all consciousness of it from all conscious beings. But within Legacy, is there not a record of everything that ever has, was, and will be? Therefore,
Not if it's
technically-
erased.
but at the source of the spell.
If the actuality is a source and you erase it from the source, then it's gone. If you go to a book and that book is the only book in existence and you erase the words out of the book, then it's as if they were never written, correct?
Unless someone has read the book and remembers. Sorry, I'm not there.
You're not there.
No,
That did
Yeah,
not
but that
You're
happen.
also-
just sitting beside your aching knee.
yeah, but that also is
It's a good
something that
note,
they've
though.
talked about before.
Hashtag
like
Ben
that,
Gay.
yeah, that you do forget like the concept of a thing, as if like there is a record and a. Okay.
I will
so
tell you
Darcy-
this, which I know more than you, but I know for a fact there have been feelings and things that the Hollow Men have destroyed.
Is there any?
They're no longer here anymore. We have no conception of them. Sometimes people can sense that they're not there anymore. They feel that something's wrong. They'll feel a longing or almost like a deja vu for something that they can't quite explain. But it's gone. It can never be brought back. There once was an hour between midnight and 1 a.m. You know that.
I challenge.
It's gone
that.
now.
I believe if the entirety of Actuality is a spell, eventually spells of that magnitude could once again, potentially one day, be cast. I must have that belief.
And the Hollow Men would tell you they don't believe.
Of course. But
And the truth of the actuality is, whoever believes it does not believe, stronger, is the one who's going to be correct.
Darcian looks incredibly frustrated.
His orb is roiling.
Hashtag monsoon tsunami.
Got ideas, guys. You're gonna have to update me on this English shit.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, honestly, Darcian at this point, this is only motivating them to go deeper into their research about legacy and their orb. So at this point, they are thinking way too much to talk anymore. So it's all Bridget.
So Bridget.
He just kind of looks at you and he's like, anything else, Demon Mark?
Okay, Darcian at that definitely snaps out of their distracted thought and just looks at Bridget and cocks one eyebrow.
Oh.
You have eyebrows?
They're just little-
It's just like a little seaweed kind of floating right there.
Yeah, it's a wave. I love that. I love that.
It's a
The way
wave,
it is.
yeah.
It's just a wave.
Oh, it's a little white cap, like
Ah, Bridget glances.
You're welcome.
I can explain later. I promise I'll explain. She looks back to Ellen just. No. Well, no. One thing. You said the Hollow Men could track people with the girl. Do they already know any of us? We need to know.
I
who
would
she
have
is
no way
safest
of
with.
knowing that.
Okay. It was worth a shot.
There.
This is not good. There are so many people there. Porcupine dude.
He's
Poor
dead. As
Charlie.
fuck.
He's already dead as
Wow.
we speak. He's being tortured to death.
Choked on
Snake
his
lady,
butterscotch
gone.
fucking candy in Cialis.
Luckily, this place is a secret.
You disembodied hand.
fucking
Where are
hand
This
you?
is the hand a narc? Do we know if the hand is a narc?
This is technically
hands.
probably the best place to keep her because you could just yeet her into another universe if like.
That's what I was saying. Just
Yeah.
give her the hand. Just give
be
her
like,
the
"Yeet."
hand
Get rid of the hand.
and be
Don't
like,
give-
bring her back every X hours.
When does the hand listen to anything?
The hand
you
becomes the
say?
main
Hey,
character in
hey,
this fucking
listen.
hand. that
Hannah's just
steals-
gonna start giving you a different child every 7 hours. You're like, is this what you want? Is this what you want?
I'm not gonna
Shit.
listen. I'm not gonna say that it has to happen, but if the time is right, Istanbul's gonna, and then a Glock is gonna come.
Oh no.
Come on.
Oh no. Oh
If
no.
Istanbul gets a gun, I will.
Thank you for
riot.
joining us this week on DMs After Dark. Troy just found his gun.
I told him he can have one. So are you? Is that it? Though.
No, that is it. She will allow them to return
Okay, you go.
and
Bows
then do what she
and
needs
just kind
to
of twinkles away. They don't burn away like a demon. They just kind of float away as like
do.
nicely.
She's just once she knows he's gone, she just.
I
and then
think you
starts
handled that.
cleaning up the circle.
Yeah. I think you handled that rather well, considering if I am inferring correctly, that was not your forte.
I have not spoken with the celestial since Fray and I were in school together. Let's put it that way.
She doesn't seem the goetic type, but I've got plenty of other questions on my mind. Let's just
Yeah, it is, and we are running on. We're getting close to wrap up time. So
yeah, definitely bring it.
so
it out.
let's
Pillow
say
time.
yes, pillow talk time.
This pillow.
So
Yes.
Got you a few friends might have some things to say about the late great professor. And I throw you a pillow, a shower curtain, and a handful of pens.
I let all of them hit me without moving. And then once they are all on the ground in front of me, I look at you and I say, Flay. And I bend down to pick up the objects.
what do you want to start with?
I kind of, first of all, I look at them before I pick them over. I bend over and I bend down and I'm like close to the ground and I'm looking at them.
Mhm.
Is the pillow one of those waifu pillows?
I have questions. I have
Yes.
questions.
Oh no!
I have
Okay, at
questions.
first I
Oh,
thought
no.
this was Darcian's, and I was like, "Hell no, get that out of here!" But no, this is Johannes.
Johannes, yeah.
Hold on, are you saying Darcian has a waifu pillow?
No,
No.
Johannes had a waifu pillow.
I know.
Darcian has an orb pillow.
Oh gosh.
What color is the pen? Or
Um,
are the pens?
Black.
Or describe them to me. Describe them to me. Are they
Just
feather
black
pens,
pens,
or what are
like
Yeah, paint a word picture for
Like
Troy.
Bix. This dude doesn't.
They're fucking Bics.
they?
They're
They're
pens.
scripted. They're
Yeah.
Bics. They're
Yeah,
black
it's not like he
Bics.
wasn't writing with like a quill or anything.
Ballpoint.
Yeah,
You had an opportunity to be creative.
I will
You
continue.
just had Elton over here.
Yeah,
He had to
really,
deal
seriously,
with
Troy.
Demon Girl
So we got-
summoning an angel.
We got
Troy's
black
like, you didn't
pens.
describe the pen the way I would have, which is like, a finely handcrafted pen. It was handed down for
No,
5
it's
generations,
fine,
and when
it's
you
fine.
hold it, you can sense the poetry that
You
was
can
used to
feel
write.
the smoothness
Are
where it has
You
been worn
feel
thin by
the
a
heartbreak that the
Yes.
poet used to
Yeah.
compose his,
Yep.
his fucking
I
okay.
just need to know if they're
What do you want,
gel
Edgar
or
Allan Poe?
ballpoint.
It's just a fucking pen, okay? It's
Okay,
a
so we
ballpoint
got a
pen,
pen.
all right?
we
Yeah.
get a ball.
It's a
You have a
pilot. It's a pilot.
Yes, fine. It's a pilot pen. You have
Okay.
you have a rather gross-looking shower curtain,
Oh, God,
and you
my
have
face
a
hurts.
waifu pillow. It's Masato.
How many pens are there?
3.
I will take each of the pens
He's worse than
at a
Ashley,
time.
Sarah, by the way.
two at a time,
Yeah.
and I will weigh them. And I am
Christian,
trying
how
to
many steps
determine.
are there?
Yeah,
I'm
right.
trying to determine which pen is missing more ink. That is what
The
I
one
am
on your
trying to
left.
determine. Perfect. I will grab this pen.
Yeah.
You put all 3 pens
That's
in
the
a fight
right
club
hand.
and take the victor.
Has it been chewed on at the cap?
No.
I will put it in my mouth,
Okay.
and I will
That
talk
is
to
like I
it,
haven't been touched in so long.
and I will
Thank
talk
you.
to it.
Okay.
As it's in my mouth.
My face hurts so much.
It's like
I am using 4 points to speak
The look
with.
on Frey's face as she she's watching him do this. She's like, what the fuck is he doing to these pens?
No, just the one. I don't care about the other pens. Just the one.
Just the winner.
Henry is like, this is totally normal.
All right, so it's like
I talk to pens on a regular
yep.
day.
The hand takes the 2 rejected pens.
kind of chewing on my
So
ass.
this is what I say. This is what I say to the pen. Okay. I tell the pen this. I say, pen, I wish to gain the knowledge that you possess. And I say, you bring into being that which is only actualized or only realized in a theoretical realm.
Sir, I'm a pen.
You make it whole.
This is a Wendy's.
I'm not done yet, Pen. I'm not done yet, Pen. I'm not done.
He's like, Pen, bitch, you listen.
You bring into existence that which is imaginary.
I was used to
Until
doodle
you
a stick
create
figure
it.
with boobs.
Tell me more. Tell me more, Pen. You are mightier than the sword, are you not?
Just wrote
What
with
foes
me.
have you slain? What things, what mysteries have you discovered? Tell me these things.
How to balance a budget in a checkbook.
You are Joffrey's pen.
I don't know what you want, sir.
Do you want me to take you out of my mouth?
Please do, sir. Kind of hurts.
I remove the pen from my mouth. I place it in between my ear and my head.
Depends. Like, oh, this is not much better.
I take it out from that spot.
Okay.
And I will place it down on a piece of paper.
Okay.
And I will say, like 2 pieces of a puzzle, you create. Tell me what it is that the writer has created with you. What has been forgotten, yet what have you created? Remember for me.
The pen doesn't speak anymore, but you just get a sense of panicked writing in a journal.
I like this. I like senses.
And a very deep anxiety that he won't be enough to carry the burden on his shoulders.
Can I use a point of sortilege to implore it further?
No.
Make it right.
You know what? Yes, that's fucking awesome. I will say you can make the pen automatically write with a point of sortilege. Yes.
Okay. I'll even spend more sorcery if you want.
Yeah, just hold the pen over the paper and just like let your arm go,
Yeah,
like,
automatic writing. Yeah,
and just let
just
it-
let the
I
pen
will
write.
I will let my arm be a
That's
conduit for what the pen is experiencing and feeling.
Okay. The pen.
You get the boobs first.
First, it's like a line down.
Are
line
you Joffrey's
across,
pen or are
a
you
circle
Robert's
for a
pen?
head, and then 2 boobs. No, you
Do
just
the
begin
boobs have nipples?
to yes.
Good.
It's not Robert's pen.
You begin to just write. There's no boob stick figures. You just begin to write.
Can I
And
write
you're not-
in Braille?
You write. You're not thinking about. You're not blind. You're deaf. You're not blind. But
I
you're
know, but I
writing.
learned
Yeah.
how to read Braille.
Oh, okay. Do you want to write in Braille?
So
this
that
what the
so
pen
listen,
wants?
No,
Is this
the
what
pen decides what the
Pen
wants to
writes
do,
in
not you.
Johannes's hand.
The pen
Yeah.
writes,
Okay,
and
it's
it's in
just-
handwriting that's not yours, actually.
As long
Okay. Okay.
And it
I like
just-
that. That's fine.
right?
It writes something on the piece of paper.
Bitch, you will submit to this pen.
What
The
is
pen
it?
is
Right?
mightier.
It says, "Dear Creator." I'm not going to do the accent. It says, "Dear Creator." It's in Johannes' hand, but it says, "Dear Creator, I am so very unworthy of this burden you have put on me. Please, please, please let no harm come to the girl while she is within my care. And if the day should come when they come for her, please let her fall into the hands of others who will protect her. And let me die defending her."
I feel like at the end of it, when I'm done writing, I place the pen down, but it's in a way that is like, I feel like the pen gives me permission to let it go. It's like,
Okay, I like that.
yeah, you are done.
Okay.
Release me. Boom. I let the
Mhm.
pen go.
Slams itself, flings itself from your fingers as pens sometimes do. Get out of here.
So you've got a shower curtain and you've got a waifu pillow.
So I have enough sorcery points to do that one more time.
Okay.
You could also, it takes an action to refresh your source.
Yeah, you could just take a
or
breather.
10 minutes, or just take
Or an hour. Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the pillow.
Okay.
And when I go over to the pillow, before I touch the pillow, I
Mhm.
look at it.
Mm-hmm.
What color is the pillow?
It's a waifu pillow. It looks like Masada.
Are we really going with the wife?
Christian, what color is the pillow, you son of a bitch?
Brunette.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Tell
I
me she's
can't
dressed like
imagine this could
librarian.
be any less dirty.
We'll
When I
back,
look at the shower
we'll back
curtain-
off. We'll back off on the waifu pillow. Fine. It is. It is.
Plain white Serta.
It is. Yeah.
just
It is.
picture the My
It is.
Pillow.
It is a My Pillow from the My Pillow.
You know
guy.
the My Pillow
Yeah,
meme where
that's-
he's like,
that's
"Hi,
what it's
I'm
from."
the My Pillow guy.
Yeah. It is the
This
My Pillow.
wife.
It is a My Pillow from the My Pillow. guy.
First, the pillow has some trauma from the My Pillow guys.
Yes.
This is My Pillow
Third
offspring,
thing.
which is a defiled thing of God.
It is. It is a My Pillow.
Okay. I pause for a moment, right?
My
Little
God,
stain,
why,
like you
Sarah?
might drool on it.
I regret everything.
I put the pillow on the floor
Okay.
and I lay down and I place my head upon the pillow
Okay.
and I close my eyes
Mm-hmm.
and I speak to this pillow and I
Mhm.
say, show me the last thoughts that explored that explored the realm. I say, you are a canvas for dreams. Paint me your last portrait.
I just did. Look in the group chat.
God damn it.
No, I'm just kidding. You,
Big titty goth GF.
Look, I humbly apologize to the viewers that they cannot see the chaos that happens.
no.
Listen.
No. So show me
We
the
gotta
dreams.
leave that in chat, guys.
It's
Show-
awful.
Show me the.
This
You're
is part
muted,
of what
Amber.
you can experience if you
Amber,
subscribe on Patreon.
You're muted, Amber.
We don't have a Patreon.
You don't
For
have a
the low
Patreon yet.
price of $30 a month.
But eventually
But we will
will.
eventually have them because we share them. We save them all. So no. So you put your head on the pillow and you say, "Show me the dreams." Right.
I say you are a medium by which dreams are formed. Paint me
Mhm.
your last canvas, and I ask it to walk me through the last.
You just get
dreams.
images. Last images are of more feelings than anything else, and it's more of a feeling about pride and anxiety because he was. It seems like he was really anticipating his presentation. And tucked in with all that pride and anxiety, the anxiety you get is a feel of nervousness about giving this presentation because he felt that if he did a good job, he would be promoted within the ranks of the Vance Order. But tucked in there is this minor doubt or worry that he dismissed as nothing, which is that he had the feeling that he recognized some people. He thought he saw the same person kind of watching them here and there as they were out and about, and he just kind of dismissed it as nothing because you know what, they've been safe for years, and why would anybody be finding him? No one's going to come looking for the girl. It's nothing. He's just being paranoid. Everything's going to be fine.
I sit up, I open my eyes quickly, and I take a deep breath in, and I sit up, and then I slowly get to my feet, and I look at the pillow, I look at the pen, and I look at the rest of you, and I say, it's just the writings and the dreams of a fool, one who became complacent.
Complacent.
We must be watchful. we must be vigilant.
Bridget, how'd it go in there?
So one, I apologize if I vomit. My, Fray, I'm fine. He didn't give much. But the Celestials are also on our side. They wish her protected. They, as soon as I mentioned the Hollow Men, he was very concerned. And essentially explained that they wish to completely destroy the Actuality. And she, likely, is a representation of something that either keeps them from doing that or goes against what they wish.
I took notes if anybody's interested in reading.
I will look at Darcian's nerd notes.
Yeah, and
I
if
will
you'd
not.
let him, if you'd let them, Darcian will nerd out hard on theories and ideas, but yeah, we don't have to play that whole thing out.
So she is something that is essential to the Actuality as we know it.
She is a
That's-
living concept.
That's what the interpretation I got, yes.
As you say that, you all look at her because she's just over in the corner sitting on the floor and she's just playing with Hobbs.
She kind of pauses and then looks back at Darcian and then gets up and walks over to her.
Okay.
And she kind of sits down next to the little girl and just tries to look towards where her eyes are and just, are you having fun with Hobbs?
Oh, yes, Hobbs is my friend.
Good. Good, I'm glad. How long have you had him?
Oh, a while.
And she's just kind of like trying to figure out if she can get the same connection that everyone else seems to have gotten.
A lot of people touched her.
Okay. So she will just kind of pause and just can I hold your hand for a minute, dear?
Oh, sure.
And she just reaches out and touches you.
She just kind of
And
holds her hand.
as soon as her hand closes against yours, as like a riot inside of you. Okay? And you fully understand, like before it was just this vague kind of like love-hate thing that you had like getting from them, but you feel it, you almost, what happens is you get it from your roommate's perspectives. Okay? So it's almost as if like Bridget is completely subsumed or is a demon, or you feel it from what the red sees this girl as. You love her and you hate her because she is the best thing that ever happened to this world, and she is the worst thing that's ever happened to this world. She is far, far worse than anything any of you could ever do. Ever do. But without her, there would be no you. And it is like overwhelming. Like you have to like let go of her hand.
Yeah, she lets go and she kind of scrambles back and then just kind of composes. Okay. I'm so sorry about that.
She's just kind of looking at you.
So sorry.
She goes, you don't have to be afraid of me.
I'm not. I'm not.
No, your friends are.
I know.
I won't hurt them. I don't
I
bear
know.
them any ill will.
and Bridget looked like she's going to cry. I don't know why they feel the way they do, but I am going to protect you.
I
We all want
believe
to
you.
keep you safe.
I believe you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
She just kind of stands up and like looks like dizzy as she just like walks over to the couch and just kind of sits down and just like stares at her hands quietly.
I'm going to be engaging Darcian in some of his theories, entertaining them. So
Happily.
about the girl, like what essential concepts come in threes, right? Like trinities. So there's like age, like youth, your midlife, the end.
Sure.
There's
Love, hate, indifference. I don't
the
know.
middle of a continuum. God damn it. Try.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But
Those don't
obviously,
always
yes,
exist
beginnings,
in
middles,
Japanese.
ends, but also
The spinner, weaver, and cutter.
Hmm.
Rocks, paper, scissors.
I was trying to
Yeah.
I was trying to do the natural one though, right? With like earth, air, water, right? But I mean like
There's four, yeah.
yeah. There's fire there too, but
The beginning, the middle, and the end.
yeah.
Creation,
The mind, the soul, the
Existence.
body.
the end. Yeah.
Mind, soul, body.
See no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil.
Lots of things in
Um,
threes.
Lots
Yeah.
of things in threes, right? And the other thing that was interesting, what you're talking about, Darcian, is like the concept of the hollow men having destroyed certain concepts of themselves or their higher echelon leaders.
To become untrackable.
But once you lose the idea of a concept, all concepts exist because they were first conceived. So all you have to do is reconceive something, right? They could be something could be
supposedly,
conceived again.
I made the same argument to Elton, but unfortunately,
Well, not rediscovered, created anew.
that's
Nothing.
That's the same position I took. I believe that if magic created something and magic destroyed something, magic could presumably create something again. Now, unfortunately, with the Hollow Men having destroyed information about themselves, their whereabouts, their leaders, even perhaps the tenets that bore their beliefs themselves, they are left with nothing but what they were told to do. And I fear that's going to make them very difficult to deal with.
Maybe. But what if we look at what they've done as in they've erased things of themselves and left us with a blank canvas? We can reassign. We can start a media campaign. We can create meaning where they've
You
destroyed
truly
it.
are evil, Fray. You
Like-
truly are.
We know that there is a leader.
Spin the narrative.
He's erased concept of himself, so he is what we, as many of us as we can recruit, say he is. Or they are, or
Creating
she
thought
is.
forms is a dangerous game.
I think this would be a little bit worse and more dangerous than a common thought form. But I'm willing to play. Let's make a meme.
Take us out.
And
Sarah.
we will
Take
give
us out.
way to a new era. Solid.
Just a theory.
Again, not to nerd out too much, but the term meme was coined by Richard Dawkins, an evolutionary biologist, about social thoughts that pervade society and kind of they're like reductionist concepts given like social evolution of like ideas. Anyway, It's really cool.
That's
And
I
now
don't
they're
know,
just
I had
now
an
they're
English
just dumb
teacher-
internet pictures. So.
I had an English teacher who went on to explain to us that the letter A was indeed a meme, and we all lost our fucking minds
That sounds awesome.
because we were like,
This
16.
is the essence. This right here is the essence of Invisible Sun.
Me.
If he's erased.
And isn't it perfect that I'm the fucking one running this game?
We must. Okay, so what you're saying is
Memes.
no. I am fully invested again because if we're just taking down a meme lord, I'm in.
Could be. I mean, like it could be if we make it so.
The perfect
gonna be-
Enough about
I
it.
challenge you to a meme duel.
Dude, they're driving me nuts.
Memes.
I'm such a bah humbug, like an old guy. Like,
Good. I'm gonna send you
get
more
out of here
memes
with
now,
your
Rainy.
memes. I hate them.
Yeah. If you're so bah humbug and so old, I'm gonna give you my back pain.
So I see you have a wall that is covered in chalk paint. Let's brainstorm. What is the leader of the Hollow Men? He's a villain. I will write villain on the board.
Hey. I am very well connected with Constantinople. In fact, I have like 5 levels of connection or whatever. It's like the most you can have, so it's good, I think. I think we could go there and we could maybe get some more information. If nothing else, we could have a stiff drink.
We can
could
spread
split the party.
information as well.
Oh, that's a good idea. Darcian definitely likes the idea of
You know,
writing on a
people have
chalkboard
been
off
going. People have been going to. There's a rumor that people have been going to Constantinople to forget, and if the Hollow Men are about erasing things that once were, perhaps there is a connection. Istanbul is soaking wet, by the way, because he just came in from the rain,
That's awesome.
and
I
he
don't
looks
know
at
about
Henry.
Constantinople, but I do know another place that they go looking for recruits.
Well, they probably don't go looking for recruits at Constantinople, but perhaps targets.
To
But
erase.
yeah, to erase. Yes.
I don't think they're looking to erase common folk. They're after this remarkable child.
If there's anything that I can tell you about Constantinople, it's that it's anything but common.
It's that you can't go back to Constantinople.
Istanbul was once Constantinople. Now it's Istanbul.
That was not Bridget. That was me making
Sorry,
it.
sorry,
I can't.
sorry.
I can't.
I look at Henrietta and I say,
Can't see your face, Christian, but I
Henry,
had a thought.
I need to speak with you.
Me? Oh,
And I walk outside.
Henry just looks at everyone else, and then I guess she will follow you outside.
I imagine you walk outside and it's raining. I don't know how heavily it's raining. Christian, heavy, light drizzle.
Medium
No,
drizzle.
you're-
Medium
Medium
drizzle. It's autumn,
We're talking
so it's
medium.
just a little bit chilly. It's the sort
I
of
will-
rain where if it gets in your back of your neck, it like runs down your neck.
Just
I will
enough for you
part the
to see your
rain
breath.
around me.
Okay. When Istanbul sees that, he kind of he smiles
me.
just a little bit, and he looks at you and he says, "I've been thinking about something." And he's kind of looks down, and you just see drops of rain just like dripping from his face as his
I would say
head is
too,
tilted.
it's past midnight at this point in time.
Yeah, dark,
Yeah.
maybe stars in the sky.
Stars and me.
A reflection of Henry. Yeah. And I look at her and I say, it is true we are both searching for something. In fact, we're both searching for the same thing. And I say, if either of us are incredibly lucky, if the stars align, and when he says the stars align, he looks at you, he looks at your eyes, and he says, we one of us may find what we're looking for. And he says, but as you know, just as well as I do, what we're looking for will only provide the solution for one problem. And we both need an answer for a separate problem. If we find this thing, how will we decide who gets their answer?
I don't know. I hope that we'll know when we get there. But right now, I don't.
Istanbull kind of hangs his head low again, and he looks at the earth that's getting softer because of the rainfall. And he, without looking back in your eyes, he says, I too do not have a satisfactory answer. And then he kind of looks up at you and gives you a half-hearted smile.
She gives you a half-hearted smile one back.
It's the smile of maybe someone who, it's a friend, but it's almost a friend that's experienced some sort of loss. It's like a last goodbye kind of thing.
This girl, though, she knows something about finding what we're looking for, I think. I think if we follow her, we'll get our answer. I don't know if we both will, but I think it's a step closer.
He looks at you and he
But what do I know?
he gives you a nod. That's all he does. He just gives you a nod. And in that nod is conveyed a mutual understanding, an understanding of your hopes and your dreams and your aspirations and everything that you wish and that you've pursued throughout your entire life, that there's an answer, that there's a solution to this question. That's what his nod conveys to you.
Or, this girl could lead us to our ultimate doom and end. There's also that.
Leave it in the car.
When you say that, Istanbull kind of rubs his leg, kind of cracks his neck, cracks his knuckles, brushes the water from his dapper tuxedo vest, and offers you his hand as he walks back inside.
Ruined.
It is well past midnight now. Are you guys going to stay at Darcian's for the evening? Or are you going to go on to your own
Sleepover?
sleepover with the hand?
Either that or the Constantinople, whichever.
I'm the one person I feel should not stay here at the very least because I might be trackable.
Star-crossed companions, baby. I know where there's a room.
We'll head back to the Constantinople and leave the others
Going
down.
with this
Now we're splitting the fighters from everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
The fighters will go to
Hey, I
Constantinople.
can become a fighter.
Are you
Sure.
so
Right,
We
so
have-
then, Henry's just going to be third wheeling Bridget and
we have
Darcy
Henry,
again?
Bridget, and
I'm not
Darcian.
gonna be third wheeling Henry and Darcy.
No, that's
Darcian's
my
feeling like a
couch.
third
Or like,
wheel.
Henrietta,
or like
you-
sixth wheeling?
You have the hand.
Yes, that's true.
That's a new role.
Edith's hand.
Oh, God, no.
Yep. The hand's got a name and it's Edith.
Oh, no.
So nice.
Sounds
All right, so Fray and Istanbul are going to Constantinople.
Yep.
I know. And the other three are staying at Darcian's.
Sounds good.
Okay. So
If she is invited to stay, she will stay.
okay.
Darcian probably does not even think twice about it.
Okay.
Okay.
You three settle down. You eventually, although it's been a very eventful evening, manage to fall asleep. Elpada falls asleep on the couch with Hobbs very, very quickly and looks very cute and innocent sleeping. You guys take some time to kind of settle down after the excitement of the day and all the things you've found out, but eventually you fall asleep to the pitter-patter of rain.
Try and give Elpada good dreams.
You guys go back to Istanbul and
As
Constantinople.
we're walking in the rain, the water is turning red everywhere it touches me.
Yes, everywhere it looks like
Covered
you
in red.
it looks like behind you looks like a murder scene because you leave like tracks almost of blood as you get going. But you get back to the club. It's past closing time, we'll say, or it's quiet enough that you head up to. Is she staying with you? Is that the plan?
She wants.
Yeah, I'll go to his place. I can crash there.
So you go in and you settle in to sleep. Istanbul, you're able to fall asleep pretty quickly, and you're so tired that you don't have any of your bad dreams for once.
I go to the immersion chamber.
Okay, you lock yourself
Why does
in.
everybody have these chambers?
I know, right? 'Cause you fall asleep and you don't you manage to fall asleep and not have any of your bad dreams for once. Or any
Like the
dreams.
Nonopticon
You
back
sleep,
at my
you
home.
sleep in a deep and dreamless sleep. Fray, you struggle falling asleep. And you
Wave
find
my
that
sword.
you toss and you turn, and eventually you get up, and something draws you outside to the stairs. And as you look down the stairs, sitting on the landing, you see in the darkness, you just see in the shadow a pair of eyes just kind of looking up at you, red eyes. And you hear from there, as you're looking down,
Yesterday upon the stair, I passed a man who wasn't there. He wasn't there again today. Oh, how I wish he'd go away. Hello, Fray.
and a figure just steps in to the light. Very
I don't know.
nondescript, just as you've come to know, the more ascended members of the Hollow Men become very nondescript. There's almost no, you could look at them and to, you know, just sort of funny looking in a general sort of way. You wouldn't be able to describe them afterwards, having
Yep.
seen them. Right?
See, you describe it only while you're looking directly at it.
Correct.
I'm gonna throw my jacket off, revealing like the hollow void where my back would be, except for the spine and ribs. I'm
Mhm.
gonna draw the sword sheath down there, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna say, "Hello, old friend."
Quite a bit of work back there, wasn't it?
Not as much as it's about to be.
We're not here to fight you. Have
Pity for
something
you.
that's wanted. We have something you might want.
I don't know what you're talking about. All I've got is a sharp blade.
You
And the
can't
will to use
remember
it.
her anymore.
Yes.
I remember that I hate you.
Is it enough?
Yes.
Do you remember her face? The way she used to touch you, brush your hair, tuck you into bed at night. All those things could be back again.
Her lips kind of tremble a little bit, and like a tear builds in her eye and runs red down her cheek.
What you're protecting isn't anything you would miss.
Can I miss what I don't know I had? You're gambling on a lot.
Nice. That's very nice. Come back to us, Fray. Be like your mother. Be not lost in the abyss of life, but join us again. Cast it all aside. You know it's a lie.
She's gonna like
Your
tighten
mother
her grip
knew
on
the
her sword
truth.
and interrupt him with just like a kind of like enraged battle cry, and she's gonna like charge and take a swing.
There's nothing there by the time you get to the bottom of the stairs.
She'll let the sword just kind of bite into the wood of the wall.
Yeah.
Just rip it out with like just this growl of like rage and pain.
And I think we'll stop there.
Damn.
Good. Nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very nice, very nice.
Hell yeah.
Good.
Well, she.
I am so
The wall when you wake up in the
Yeah,
morning,
I'm
it's
with
like,
you,
fuck,
Jess.
why? What did I do?
Oh, God.
Like
Is she a manifestation of like everything that's been destroyed, like everything that's been unactualized? Like,
When you finally know, you're gonna be like, oh fuck. Some of you have
Nice.
gotten pretty close,
Nice.
but you're not quite there. Thank you for subscribing again, Lynn.
Thank you.
And Zach and Jake
Yeah.
T-Stock.
and
Yeah.
and
Hopefully,
me
hopefully we're
again.
doing this game justice. Thank you for everything.
Hard to
I-
say. Right? You basically do whatever you want with this game. You're having fun, good, doing it.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I
we're-
think it's
I think we're
weird
doing
enough. I'll put it that way. I think it lives up
Yeah.
to it thematically.
yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
I think
for sure.
thematically it fits really well.
For sure. Our chat got a little weird this time. Yeah.
Our chat always gets a little
Zoom
weird.
chat.
Chat's always weird.
That's
So
true.
I don't know. I don't think we have a lot to apologize for this time.
No, I
Just a little
We
bit.
apologize for the chat that our future Patreon subscribers may someday be subjected to.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah,
Every other bad
that's,
things
uh,
happen in chat.
The thing you bought that you don't want.
It's not terrible, right? It's not like that bad.
No,
Maybe I'm
it's
just
not.
missing things.
It's pretty fucking funny.
The thing that I'm the most excited about regarding our chat is that we canon our own previous shit. Like, oh, that hand, that's Edith's hand. No one knows what that means
Well,
unless they
There are
watch.
things that come from the
Others.
chat to the mainstream because Elton John was entirely from me reading your
Yeah, but
stupid
honestly-
comments. Yeah.
Rocket Man.
We just make
Yeah.
like this ever concentric circle jerk of like our former campaigns just referencing ourselves.
Yeah, but Easter eggs like that are
Why you
good for
gotta
the people
call it
who
a
stick with
circle
us.
Because
Yeah,
that's
like,
it.
it's
We're like,
That
we're
is
so
Easter eggs
funny, we're
for
so
the
clever.
loyal.
That's funny.
Easter eggs for the loyal. That's all.
All right, you know what? Maybe I should
us-
apologize a little in my outro today.
Yeah.
take
Go
us
for it,
home.
Sarah. Let's wrap this up because we're longer than we usually have. We
It's
were
been
Yeah.
a
3
long
hours
one.
and 30
Is-
minutes almost. Yeah.
3 of 10. So thank you all so much for watching tonight's episode of DMs After Dark. We super appreciate it. We had so many names that I haven't seen before, so it was really exciting for everyone to be here. We really appreciate your support. If you like what we do, give us a follow. We go live every other Friday at 6:30-ish p.m. EST, and then go until we all pass out or lose our minds. We are on all of the social medias at DMs After Dark. You can also email us at dmsafterdark@gmail.com if you wish. Check us out on all podcast apps worth their salt at DMs After Dark, where you can listen to audio versions of our Twitch streams or our podcast modified roles. We just dropped a new episode today on Running Villains. Yup, just came out today. Very exciting stuff. So give that a listen. Give any of our old episodes a listen. Thank you. And I'm only a tiny bit sorry today, but like not for the actual gameplay, just for like the 6 of us just being us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just for
It's
our
appropriate.
existence.
Just a
The
little,
general
just sorry,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm
Just a
sorry for
little.
the waifu pillow, and I'm sorry for the last 5 minutes.
You know what? We should start calling the general sorry the royal sorry.
The royal sorry.
Royal
Royal
sorry.
The
sorry.
sorry that we always are.
Yeah,
we love you all.
Yes, we love you so much. So have a
Thanks,
good night,
everybody.
everyone. And stay weird.
Stay weird.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.